Hello, hello, hello. So welcome on in. We are just joining as the... Oh, I should probably figure out whether or not these are two-day matches. Well, the USA1 semifinals for the US mixed team trials is underway. We will be selecting two teams to represent the US in upcoming mixed events at like the World Championships and all of that. And so we're currently taking a look at the match which I think is closest in standings, which is Millens versus Lewis. 13 imps separate the two squads after two segments of play. But let me try and pull up what exactly the format is for this sort of thing, so that I can see if if the teams are playing. It looks like two-day matches. Yeah, so Friday the 12th, Saturday the 13th, they are playing the mixed USA1 semifinal. Gotcha. And then on the 14th and 15th, Sunday and Monday, they will be playing the mixed USA1 final. So this is the same format as in the open trials that we saw last week, or I guess maybe just a few days ago, earlier this week. And so I will be joined by Aaron Jones once again for commentary. He will be showing up sometime soon. I don't know exactly when, but he said he would join me for some of this at the very least. Well, we are one board in. I'm going to take a quick look at what happened on the previous board. There was a small swing. One pair looks like they got a little too high in the same strain, 4 clubs. Here we see a couple of different, or kind of a bit of a different decision by East-West at these two tables. So Itabashi and Disa ended up just barreling right into 3 no trump, whereas East-West in the other room took the auction a bit slower. They ended up doubling Dan Corbel in 3 spades. And it feels like that's not gonna work out particularly well for the Millens squad. So this will be a pretty large pickup. Yeah, 11 imps to Lewis. Corbel made a kind of aggressive 1 spade overcall, but understandably he was white on red, and then elected to rebid 3 spades because of the known 9-card fit between him and his partner. And that put a lot of pressure on East-West to do the right thing, and it looks like they misguessed, whereas 3 no trump did make in the other room. But we're all caught up. Both rooms now starting board 33 with 3 passes around to the very, very strong West hand, and let's see what both players elect to open. If you're playing 2/1, it's got to be a 2-club opener. Precision might help in this scenario, but it looks like both of these East-West pairs are playing some sort of 2/1 structure. So in the blue room, who's a little bit ahead, Kevin Dwyer opens 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, just announced as waiting. I don't think you necessarily need to announce this in the ACBL. And I know that Sandra, despite being Swedish-born, has been a U.S. resident for a very long time. By now, she married an American and moved here for bridge. So 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, starting a Kokish relay, 2 spades, 2 no trump. Interesting choice by Kevin Dwyer. He presumably could have showed hearts and spades in some form. Maybe 2 hearts, 2 spades, 3 spades to show 5 spades or 5 hearts and shorter spades. Some sort of Kokish type thing. But he elects to just kind of show his high card points. He has a 24 count. I mean, this is quite a strong 24 count. I'm not entirely sure what their range would be for this two clubs going through two hearts and then two no auction. Maybe it shows like 25 to 27. The original two clubs, two diamonds, two no bid might show 22 to 24. Or they could have a little smaller ranges. It could be like a 22 to 23, and this auction shows like 24 to 25, or, well, 24 plus, just game forcing balanced. Not terribly unreasonable to show this hand as a balanced hand. I mean, you do have a diamond stopper, despite only having one of them. And it's often just very difficult to describe hands when you open two clubs. You have to make some choices. And so Kevin's choice was to show it as balanced. In the green room, Mark Itabashi has not acted over two diamonds. Oh, also alerted as waiting. Maybe this is a new rule I'm not aware of, that you now have to alert the two diamond bid as a waiting bid. So in the blue room, we do see a two-heart Kokish relay, kind of the same choice, but we'll see what Mark does over partner two spade bid. If he elects to show this as the balanced hand type, same as Kevin Dwyer did in the blue room, or if he wants to show his hearts naturally. You don't think you have to. You definitely didn't when I played, but there's a lot of weird new rules. I assume you're more well-versed on today's rules than I am. Maybe it's just common courtesy to announce it as waiting, or maybe someone asked. I'm actually not sure how you ask about bids in this format, if you can do it kind of the same way you do on BBO, where you like click on an opponent's bid and ask them to announce it, or if it's more done the same way as it would be behind screens with like writing on pen and paper, or talking to the person in the room. Okay, so we have some action going on in the blue room. We have over Kevin Dwyer's 3-no bid, mostly suggesting that opposite partners... oh, I was thinking three spades might have showed a hand with minors, but no, it was just showing a relay to 3-no. Current charts don't list any two-diamond responses as something you... Hold on, I'm trying to parse this sentence. The current charts specifically list any two-diamond response as something you don't alert. Any two-diamond response. Wait, so not even controls? Because in the past, you were required to announce control or alert control bids. So like two clubs, two diamonds showing 0 or 1 control. Two clubs, two hearts showing 2 controls. These were all alertable. Anyway, well, so what ended up happening in this auction? East-West get to 6-no trump, and Dan Corbel understandably didn't find the diamond opening lead, which I think would make Declare's life a little difficult. But this contract probably is still going down. Although, wait just a second. No, this should still be going down. I was thinking, like, if Declare was able to play ace-king of clubs in a club, but there's no dummy entry for a squeeze. Yeah, North is kind of squeezed in the pointed suits, but actually not. Like, if you were able to go ace-king of clubs in a club, and then, you know, cash all of your hearts and somehow get back to dummy, yes, North would be squeezed. But East has no entry. So this will be a bit of practice defensively for North-South. They're going to need to give proper count signals because Corbel, in some end position, is going to have to come down to stiff king of diamonds Maybe. There are certain ways the hand could play out where that's required. I guess Dwyer is going to be thinking about... Wow, the green room just stopped in 3 now. So Itabashi did choose the alternative route. Rather than showing a big balanced hand, he showed both hearts and spades with a 3 diamond bid. Some sort of inverted Kokish type response. And then East elected to, knowing that their hand doesn't really fit very well with partners' cards, elected to just try 3 no trump. A little bit unfortunate that Disa was kind of backed into bidding 3 no and stealing that contract from their side. You would prefer for the 2 club opener to be the hand that's concealed, both during the play and the one that gets led into at trick 1. But I think she'll be quite pleased as long as Dan Corbel and Janice Molson end up defeating 6 no at their table. Okay, Kevin goes for a simple line. He goes for the simple line of play of, well, maybe there are some squeeze endings that work, but I think all of them probably do require Queen Doubleton of Spades to come down. So he's setting up a club and dummy, which looks completely stranded, but if the Queen of Spades comes down, he actually just has 12 tricks from here. Ace, King of Spades, Spade to the Jack, well, cash the 7 of Hearts, and then the 10 of Clubs will represent Declare's 12th winner. So this will be 2 down. And a decent swing, once again, for Lewis, who, ever since I started watching this match, has just been winning 10 imps aboard. So Disa in 3 no trump, just gonna cash all of her tricks, it looks like. No reason to mess around. This Queen of Diamonds is a little precariously placed. Doesn't want to let North End put a diamond through and potentially cost the contract. So 9 tricks. Despite what East-West had 31 highs between them. Obviously, Declare could do a little better. Setting up the spade suit in the blue room. But 6 no trump was a little too far away. So back over in the blue room, East has a strong hand, 17 highs, 5-4-4 with a void, lots of working honors, good spot cards. Starts with a spade and no trump, bids 2 clubs gazilli. This is an excellent gadget to have available. That it's not very popular in America, actually, to play this, but a lot of the European players use it. And so, no surprise that Sandra and Kevin, who have a lot of experience playing bridge with European partners, will be utilizing it. But it works really well in these strong hands. You get to show, all of your stuff at a very low level and presumably find the right fit. In this case, they might have some difficulty because over the gazilli 2 clubs, Kevin shows a weak hand with hearts, and Sandra's not too thrilled about that. I wonder if objectively she should have just passed 2 hearts. Yeah, look at what's happening here. She bids 2 no and Kevin bids 3 hearts, and now they're just a level too high. Or a level higher than they could have been. It feels awful, right, to play in what could easily be a fairly bad 6-0 fit. But I think, with East's hand, you kind of see what's going on. Your hands are misfitting. You don't really have a game. getting out at the 2 level might be an effective way to actually pick up some imps on the board. So here we see, she ultimately makes the right judgment call, I think, personally, of just passing out 3 hearts. But it feels really terrible, and this contract is not going to play well with Kevin's broken heart suit. But in the green room, what do we have going on? It seems they're not exactly playing Gazilli. Well, I'm not entirely sure what this alert of 2 diamonds is. Maybe that was a misclick, because there's no explanation for it. But so Diza opens a spade, rebids 2 diamonds, which is kind of what you're required to do if you're not playing Gazilli, and then bids 3 clubs over partner's 2 hearts, suggesting extra values and, this kind of shape, 5-4-3-1 or 5-4-4. And so West similarly shows a weak hand with hearts, and then preferences to 3 diamonds over 3 clubs, which is a little bit of a friendlier contract. You have at least 7 trumps. Who was it that brought up Burns' law yesterday? Have more trumps than your opponents. So playing in 3 diamonds wouldn't be too bad for East-West. I think Diza should work out to just pass this. She's, of course, concerned with, as I mentioned before, excellent 17 count. Maybe she's missing a game somehow. But the 2-heart bid, hopefully, will put her off of that idea. Well, in 3 hearts, it actually looks like Declare has done quite well. I didn't see the opening lead, but my guess is that means that Dan Corbel had started with a high club lead. Declare able to win, take a roughing hook and spades, then continue a high club finesse. Did the West hands really need to do anything other than pass over a spade opener? I think yes. You have a 6-card suit, so maybe if your hand was stiff Jack 6, 3 small, you pass. I say maybe because you could still have a heart game and end up going down on a spade. But with a good 6-card suit, absolutely, you need to respond to partner's opening bid. Yikes. Okay, so this should be a pickup for Millens. Both because I think Kevin Dwyer has done very well in the play of the hand in 3 hearts, collecting as many tricks as he can, but also Diza's unfortunate 3 no-trump bid. I think she should have been able to work this out, but it is a little more difficult in her auction. She didn't have Gazilli available. The 3 club bid might be based on some hand that's 5-4-3-1 16 count or so. And she's a little bit better than that. Still, I'm kind of disappointed by the fact that she pulled the 3-no. Might make 3-no trump doubled. Well, it looks as if I'm a little confused by the double. There's 2 things you want when you double the opponents in 3-no trump. You want things to be sitting badly for them, right? It's very infrequent that players bid 3-no trump with not enough values. I mean, here they don't have enough values. But the other issue is you want to have a good opening lead. And I don't think low from Queen Jack 4th is a good opening lead. Yeah, you don't want your opening lead to run around to declare 7 of clubs. So, I mean, there's no chance 3-no doubled is making. South is going to win the club king, put a heart through. which should be indicated by the double. And then, so I'll go 10 of hearts, jack, queen. North should be able to find the diamond switch. I mean, like, what else? As North, you can't return a heart here. That's maybe the most hopeless plan. So a diamond will come through, another heart, a diamond through. Ooh, that's an exciting play by Itabashi, pitching a diamond, because now he's going down an extra trick. He was hoping that the diamonds were going to work out for him, I guess. I suppose it makes sense. Yeah, it's kind of reasonable to throw the diamond from dummy. But it feels a little inconsistent to me to throw the diamond and then play a low one when North switches to diamonds. Because, like, what do you pitch on this trick? You can't pitch a low diamond now. Pitching one of your black suit winners, probably not effective. Now diamond comes through, South can just cash the queen, ace, and 2 of diamonds if she's been counting carefully, and this will be down 3. Which is a swing back to Millens. They kind of needed it after those 2 boards in a row went south for them. In the blue room over here, 3 spades north-south. So South, after passing originally, does find a 1 spade overcall, and Dan Corbel, with a relatively strong 10 count, elects to just jump to 3 spades. Quite sensible, I think, that partner's a passed hand, which he knows. So despite the fact that he has 10 and decent spade support, his 4-3-3, or maybe he was 4-4-3-2 or something, might just not offer enough for game. So presumably he was hoping to earn himself a pretty sizable swing if the opponents elected to compete over 3 spades. One of them makes a takeout double with a stiff spade. He would be able to redouble, for example, and maybe go after 4 clubs or 4 diamonds for penalty. Dan is one of those players that only 2 down at the other table, I wasn't paying attention. I guess that means Joan did not count her 2 diamonds as being a winner. So, a little disappointing maybe for North-South that they didn't collect the full penalty on that board. But they do still have a decent pickup, 5 imps it looks like, for 300 versus the down 2 and 3 hearts at the other table. What I was going to say is that Dan, I think, is one of the players that is very in tune with when to kind of make these non-preemptive preempts, where he has like a very strong hand, but elects to just make a preemptive type bid instead. So it does look like 3 spades is going to end up going down. Oh, well, maybe not. The spades have broken and the heart hook is working. So Declare is going to be able to, okay, well, Kevin Dwyer just like switches to a heart, which is going to make Declare's life a little bit easier, making 3 spades, but Declare did have a spade entry to the north hand, even if West elected to play a club back. I guess that means that somehow East-West broke open the heart suit. I was not watching too carefully, but otherwise it looks as if they should have been able to beat this contract somehow. Itabashi in the other room is playing in 3 clubs. So Lewis earning the contract in both rooms. And 3 clubs doesn't look like much of a picnic. I mean, with Declarer having to play pull trumps before using the diamonds to discard any losers, North-South will be able to cash out 2 spades and 2 hearts, along with the 9 of clubs, I think. Or, I mean, maybe Declarer can overtake the Jack of Diamonds and use the 9 to pitch a spade loser, but then he will get locked in hand and will end up losing 3 heart tricks. And so that's the line of play he's elected to take. Diamond pitching a spade loser, North will win and should be able to work out to go ace of spades spade, sticking Declarer back in their own hand. I think the location of most of the honors should be marked from the auction, the 3 club opener, probably telling the defense all they need to know. So Shan does switch to the ace of spades. Presumably now a spade to South's king. And Itabashi has a chance to make this if North had honor doubleton and hearts. He could play heart to the queen, duck a heart out of hand. Ooh, yes, good point. 1 spade doubled in the other room. Let's look at what's going on over there, because 3 clubs is wrapping up. So 1 spade doubled. Yeah, I didn't see Janice's full hand, but it looks like she had a very normal 1 spade overcall, ace, king, jack, 5th, and a little bit of distribution at the very least. But East, obviously, just having a normal takeout double of spades after 1 diamond opening bid, appears to have been 4x1, and West with 5 spades had no issue whatsoever defending. The ace of clubs is onside, which is good news for Declare. She will be able to lead a club up towards the king at some point. If she guesses the club position, it's very possible that Kevin might play low on the first club and Declare could duck it. But East-West objective in a lot of these low-level doubled contracts is going to be to kind of strip Declare's side suit entries and then play trumps through them, which appears to be what's going on now. The King of Hearts play. Kevin gave count on this trick, that 9 of Hearts dump. It should give Sandra all the info she needs to now table the Queen of Spades, which I think is going to be the strongest defense. Okay, different ideas in both rooms. So Kevin Dwyer, I think, very sensibly, and this is something I had mentioned previously about how a lot of the younger generation has become much more aggressive about trying to go after the opponents and double them in some of these contracts. So Mark Itabashi, with 10 high card points and a spade stopper, makes what a lot might consider a fairly normal 1 no trump bid, and has been vaulted into 3 now. It looks like that contract's going to come home pretty comfortably. The diamonds are working out for Declare. And partner stiff Queen of Spades is going to be a very welcome sight. Yeah, 6 diamonds, I mean, it's not a real contract that you're going to get to. You're in a 5-2 fit. And with the club hook being wrong, it is not going to come home. But it's close. It is close. So 3-0 will come home, and now the question just becomes, how's Declare going to do in one spade doubled? So that King of Clubs took a trick, but Declare is now just happily roughing a heart. And this is one of the reasons why you want to start playing trumps as the defense, because your partner is going to be the one who ends up getting end played into leading trumps if you just start playing side suits. Declare will be able to rough some cards in their hand, and your partner, who's known to have like enormous trump length on these kinds of spots, will end up getting end played into leading them. So you may as well lead it through Declare. Down 1, only plus 200, which is a bit of a disappointing result for East-West, considering 3-0 is just absolutely ice cold. The stiff queen of spades, I think, though, is what makes 3-0. Because if North-South happened to have 4 spade tricks, then you couldn't afford for the diamonds to split badly. And 3-0 trump could easily go down. So Lewis opening up a pretty large lead, 41 imps at this point. We see in the blue room that North opens a spade, and East makes a very, very aggressive 2-heart overcall. Okay, they both make a fairly aggressive 2-heart overcall. I'm not sure how I feel about the 2-heart bid. I don't think that would be my choice. Oh my god. And yeah, I mean, so we get pass double by Dan Corbel in the blue room. We'll see. We'll see if the same thing happens in the green room. So South, Joan Millens does elect to pass 2 hearts. Itabashi thinking, which is weird. I mean, maybe he expects his partner to have a better hand for the 2-heart bid, but still, with just a bunch of random queens and jacks, you can't take action. So, are we playing 2 hearts doubled in both rooms? Joan Millens thinking about what to do. There's only 1 imp in the other match right now. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, so for people who are wondering, this is the semifinals, which means there is another semifinal going on, and that is Wildowski versus Rosenthal, which I think was further apart when we started the set today. But now Wildowski has picked up a sizable swing, and Wildowski has actually taken the lead. I mean, both of those are fairly strong teams. They have some pretty good players on them. Although, for most mixed events in general, I'm not very familiar with how well the partnerships know each other. That is one of the difficulties in mixed things. Yeah, Rosenthal had a small lead, and would you believe me if I told you that Lewis had a much smaller lead at the start of this segment? You know, we're 6 boards in, and Lewis has opened up 41 imps, but I think it was like 10 at the start of this set. That can happen, though, if you have a particularly bad set with a sponsor that is sitting in. And I know that Itabashi and Diza both like to be fairly aggressive and pressing against sponsors. So, oh my. Well, I haven't been following the play, but whatever happened in the green room doesn't look very good for the North-South pair. South switched to a low trump. Although I guess it's going to work out just fine with Diza not putting up the jack in dummy. The fact that Declare had to squander that 10 of hearts means South will be able to start pulling trumps if she ever gets in again. I suppose that's a little unlikely, though. South might never gain the lead again until later in the hand. But I think this is kind of another example of these situations where North wanted to be the one to put a trump through Declare's hand at some point in the play. I did not follow it too carefully, but it looks as if East-West in the blue room are getting out for down 1. South only has one more trump trick remaining. And in the green room, how is North-South doing? They have 2 tricks in. The King of Spades is ready to be cashed. And South does have 3 trump tricks that are coming home. South can get a spade ruff and then 2 more natural trumps. Maybe it's going to be a push at down 1. Does that mean I'm wrong? That East should be overcalling 2 hearts with this hand? That's wild. Wasn't it some just like generic 5-3-3-2-11? Or it was even worse, right? We had 4 spades. We had 4 cards in opener suit. And we just had like ace-ace-king with a bad 5-card heart suit. So Shan does cash the spade king, is going to find out partner's void. We'll give partner spade ruff now. And it's really close, you know, switch the 9 and 8 of spades, and the king of hearts back would beat this an extra trick. Okay, well that wasn't the indicated play. But Joan may have forgotten what all of the heart spots are. Long, long ago, I played on the Millens team for a couple of tournaments. They had a bit of a different lineup back then, but it was a lot of Canadian players. I think Joan is a sponsor from the New York area, and she got set up with a lot of Canadians because I guess she lives like close to the border between Canada and New York. So she was familiar with some of them from some local events, and we do see the push. 2 hearts doubled, down 1. So let's see what's going on in the blue room. We have a 4th suit forcing auction happening right now. South opening a club with a pretty decent 14 count, but it doesn't fit very well when North shows a single suited heart hand. Probably just going to see 3-no from Janice. And I imagine that Corbel is going to pass this out. He's showed his hand, despite the fact that his heart suit probably plays just fine opposite a singleton. He's willing to try the 3-no trump game, which also looks fairly comfortable. Six clubs is not a bad spot, actually. I mean, 6 clubs happens to make, needing just the queen of clubs coming home. Well, the trump suit coming home. You know, you got queen third of clubs on side. But I don't believe that either North or South were thinking that hard about looking for a club slam. So declare gonna unblock the spades. I mean, presumably is gonna come to 12 tricks eventually after taking a club hook. And let's see if they duplicate that in the green room. We got Joan Millens opening a club. There was no one diamond overcall in the blue room. Which looks like it potentially could be punished if North-South really wanted to go after a diamond doubled. They could take 2 clubs, 3 rounds of spades, and then go like ace of hearts, heart ruff, put a 4th round of spades on the table, get another heart ruff. I mean, it could be a disaster for East-West playing a diamond doubled. But it's a little too difficult to figure that out with the North-South cards this early in the auction. So 12 tricks were made in the blue room in 3-0. And my guess is that we'll see a very, very similar type of auction despite the 1 diamond overcall. North has a generic game force, might not be comfortable bidding no trump himself, and so elects to bid 2 diamonds. South will probably bid 2-0 with her diamond stopper, and North will probably bid 3 hearts. Show single suited hearts, game forcing. I wonder what South will end up doing over 3 hearts. I could definitely see a 4 heart bid being possible. The concern that South might have is that King Jack 10 of diamonds might only represent 1 stopper if West truly does have something like Ace Queen 5th. We do have a little bit of action developing in the blue room. So West opens a heart, North elects not to overcall 2 clubs. I think Dan and I are on the same page about some of this stuff. You don't want to be overcalling bad hands vulnerable. Give North a 6th club, and of course, it's an automatic 2 club bid. But, you know, East, so Sandra and Diza on the previous boards had overcalled this like 5-4-3-1 11 count with a bad 5-card suit at the 2 level. And Dan says, no thank you. He has a much better suit than they had, but probably an equally bad hand. So he was able to double a artificial 3 club bid later in the auction to show a club lead direct, presumably. And here's an instance where I think the fact that East-West might not be regular partners could end up hurting them, although I've played a decent amount with Kevin, and he's very good in these situations. He plays a lot with a lot of different people, and so he understands how to kind of make sure that... Oh my god, I just noticed what happened in the green room. Let me finish my thought. Kevin's a very good partner at trying to avoid disasters and make sure that you both get back to being on the same page in the middle of an auction. So he's announced his 3-heart bid is balanced, presumably because they discussed that if there's no interference, that's what's going on. 3 diamonds, presumably asking about some sort of shape or whatever, and 3 hearts showed a balanced hand. My guess is that Sandra will be able to interpret this, probably just sign off in four hearts. She has a very, very good hand, and the fact that North is the one suggesting club values is good news for her. But even two key cards with the trump queen makes the slam on a finesse, right? You have this ace queen jack of spades. And I think a major reason to reject this is that North's double of three clubs, while it shows strong clubs, you know North didn't overcall two clubs earlier in the auction. So the spade hook is more likely to be with South. And Sandra does, I mean, fortunately for her side, find the four heart sign off. So ace of clubs, diamond switch, and now Declare is going to be able to simply pull trumps, take the spade hook, it loses. North-South can cash a diamond, but that will be 10 tricks. So in the green room, this is a little sad, but I do feel for Shan. Joan, unfortunately, is not one of the stronger sponsors in some of these events. You know, not quite the caliber player of the Nick Nichols or Marty Fleischers, or even Andrew Rosenthal's of the world. And I think Joan saw her partner bid 2 diamonds, which she might have interpreted as a Q bid, but then the 3 diamond bid, she said, well, West overcalled a diamond, maybe partner's trying to tell me that West is psyched. And so they end up playing in 3 diamonds instead of a much better spot. A little unfortunate for them. I didn't see, did Shan make 3 diamonds? He did. That's amazing. It kind of goes to show that 1 diamond would have been in real serious danger if North-South had worked out to go after that contract. But they do end up losing another sizable swing, and Lewis has opened up the lead to 50 imps. That's a lot. This is not the end of the match after today. This is segments 3 and 4 that we're going to be following today through, I guess, this evening. And then they have another full day, 60 more boards to play tomorrow. But Millens is going to have their work cut out for them when they have sessions like this, unfortunately. All right, let's see what happens in the green room on this, you know, big heart hand that they have. Both North selected not to overcall 2 clubs. And this is a little surprising to me. Maybe it's not a little surprising. It went a heart, a spade, and no trump, so Diza knows that her partner is very limited in values. I suppose that means there's no slam. That sounds accurate. So, okay, I mean, good auction, kind of composed by Diza if she wanted to start with a spade. Sandra bid, I think, the more normal 2 no trump, showing the 4-card trump support. The issue with not showing 4-card trump support is that you essentially are promising partner you don't have it. So if the auction had really gone something like a heart, a spade, 2 diamonds, there's no way for Diza to convince her partner that she now has 4 hearts. And so West would kind of be out of the picture in terms of being captain in the auction. Not necessarily a bad thing, but that is a little concerning. You know, so for example, if West had ace-6 of hearts and East bid key card later, they would not find out that they have a 10-card heart fit, and the queen of trumps is not a problem. But here, it didn't really matter. They get to 4 hearts, so that's going to be a push board. In the blue room, 3-0 in the north. So East had made an overcall showing both major suits, but Declare appears to be doing quite well for himself. He has kind of effectively set up a situation where East is going to be in kind of a lot of trouble. They're going to have to start leading out of their hand a bunch. So he's going to set up the club suit. His hearts are protected. I mean, East can switch to spades, but Declare has plenty of time then to set up the diamond suit, knocking out the Jack-10 fourth with West. So should be making 3-0. Sandra, I guess, selected to try hearts anyway, thinking that there was no way we were beating this if Declare actually had the ace-jack of hearts remaining. So this is going to just end up being 11 tricks for North-South. We get the same no-trump opener in the green room over here by Shan. It's a 14 count, and so Dan Corbel announced it as good 14 to 17. I guess this is close, right? I'm a little concerned that king empty fourth of clubs is not a particularly strong club holding, but it's maybe worthy of an upgrade. You do have 2 aces and a lot of other working honors in the heart suit. Ace, queen, jack. But so Shan opens a no trump. I mean, a fairly common tactic, especially if you're playing with a much weaker sponsor, I would say. No matter what his no trump range is, he just opens 1 no with these types of hands. 2 hearts showing both majors. And what do we do as South? Kind of sensible to just bid 3-0. That's what Joan elects to do. If you were really concerned about the heart suit, you could, of course, try something like 3 diamonds. You could definitely start with double if that suggests penalty for one or both of the opponent's suits and see where they end up. Like maybe your partner actually has a penalty double of hearts. But 1 no, 2 hearts, 3 no. Simple auction, we get the same heart lead. Round to the 10 and queen. Declare makes the same play of a low club out of hand. To the queen. And now Declare is probably going to be fairly confident. I mean, I think similar to the situation Dan Corbel ended up in his room, that East has the club ace. West obviously would have won the ace of clubs to put another heart through. So he can comfortably just continue the jack of clubs and come to either 10 or 11 tricks, the same as in the other room. The blue room, the auction, I noticed was getting a little chaotic for North-South. North opened a diamond with quite a strong hand. Takeout double in the East, pretty normal, with a 13 count, short diamonds. And South jumps to 3 diamonds with absolutely nothing in her hand. But white-red, I mean, a lot of people feel obligated to preempt if they can. We get a 4-heart bid from West, kind of just bidding what he thinks he can make. 7-card suit, his partner made a takeout double. And Dan Corbel instantly bids 5 diamonds. I mean, he had a really, really strong hand, but it's a cheap sacrifice, if it even is a sacrifice. South may well have had like the ace jack of clubs or something over here, and they might have been on club hook to make the contract. But it looks like he's going to be going down 2. In fact, just claims down 2. And East-West were indeed making 4 hearts. They have 2 spades and a club to lose. So good save for North-South there. I think a lot of it was thanks to South's 3-diamond bid. Otherwise, North wouldn't have necessarily been convinced that he should be saving. I feel like I was told I would have a co-commentator like an hour ago. We'll see. I'll see if he's actually showing up or not. So in the blue room, we do see looks like North-South has a diamond fit. I wonder if they're going to investigate for 5 diamonds or if they're just going to end up playing in a simpler 3 no trump. Dan Corbel in the North, responding a heart to partner's opening bid and then making a 2-spade artificial game force. South bids 2 no trump, just kind of temporizing. That looks disgusting. Aaron sent me a picture of his dinner. It looks awful. Okay, but apparently he will be joining sometime soon. So that's good. He will just have missed the 3rd segment of play. Blue room, looks like Corbel is kind of gearing up towards a potential diamond contract. So he starts with the 2-spade artificial game force, and over 2 no, he bids 3 diamonds, showing some diamond support. I'm not certain what 3 hearts and 3 spades mean. 3 hearts to me would normally show natural hearts. Like, I think I might have bid something like 3 spades with South rather than 3 hearts, just to pattern out. But maybe they have a bit of a different set of agreements. I mean, neither bid was alerted, which is weird. Well, the 3-heart bid not being alerted and being bid on a hand like this is weird. I think 3 spades is perfectly normal from North. Dan is giving it some real thought. He's not wrong that 5 diamonds is a fairly comfortable spot, whereas 3 no could go down. But on this layout, the hearts are actually a little bit blocked. Like, if East had ace, king, 10, 8 of hearts, and we got a heart lead, it could go heart to the ace, spade back to the ace, and then the 9 of hearts through. Yo. Hello?
Hey.
How's it going?
Oh, not too bad.
Good, good. Did you actually eat that dinner?
No, I mean, I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'll keep the sounds of joy. Are we watching Lewis Millins or Rosenthal Wildowski?
Well, I started out watching the match that was the closest after 2 segments, and now, yeah, that was Lewis Millins.
I see.
It is not the closest match anymore, so we might have to switch to the other one after this segment concludes.
Okay.
But
are you following? You're doing both tables.
Yeah, I'm at both tables for now.
Right. Pardon me. Let me get acclimated to everything.
Yeah, I think Corbel has done very well in this auction. I mean, it turns out 3-0 also would have made. but I think, is judged very well auction wise to put the hand in diamonds, and that contract's going to pose no problems whatsoever to declare, losing just a heart and a spade.
Yeah, it almost looks like you can beat 3-0, but
Yeah,
can't quite.
declare technically has a guess if it goes low heart to the king, spade to the ace, 10 of hearts on the table. You have to cover with the queen to block the heart suit. But it's. I think 3-0 would make. I mean, there's no way they're leading a heart, I don't think.
Where did this auction go? Diamond, a heart, 2 clubs, 2 spades, 2-0, 3 diamonds, 3 hearts.
I don't understand the 3 heart bid by South on stiff jack, but.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they were doing either. I think maybe after 2-0 and 3 diamonds, Janice thought that Trump was set and was just kind of control bidding along the way, which kind of seems like what happened with how the rest of it went.
Mm-hmm.
I think at the point where Janice bid 2-0 and Dan bid 3 diamonds, that was it. Diamonds were Trump, and now 3 hearts and 3 spades as cues look kind of normal.
Okay.
I suspect that's what's happening.
Fair enough. It does feel weird sometimes, cue bidding shortness and partner suit, but.
True. Although you could imagine a hand where, Dan had ace 4th of hearts instead of queen 5th.
Yep.
Or 8th 5th or something, and now he'll feel real good about his holding.
Yeah, that's true. Oh,
What
boy.
what did Dan and Janice's room do on 41? Oh, they were in 5
Dan
diamonds.
saved in 5 diamonds rather quickly. He opened a diamond, and Janice, with the 5-3-3-2 south hand, just bid 3 diamonds, and that vaulted Dan into a 5 diamond save pretty quickly.
I see.
So 5 hearts doubled is going to pose a problem.
Well, it's not doubled, it doesn't look like.
Oh, sorry, not doubled, but 5 hearts is going to pose a problem because the defense, if they're careful, can come to a club trick here.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter which club he plays. Oh, and he doesn't even break clubs. I was
Right.
just thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not necessary, and North is the one with short clubs, so North does not actually get squeezed in the black suits.
This is going to be very tough. I would put this at 70% to make at this point, just because I wouldn't be shocked at all if Mark throws 3 clubs from the dummy that Joan doesn't let go of a club to keep diamonds.
Yeah.
We'll
Very
see.
possible. Yep.
I mean, he's going to certainly rough a spade now. Oh, Jesus.
Well,
Okay,
he can
I
cash
thought
the 9 of hearts and then rough a spade.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. I hope. We have seen some kind of unusual plans from some of the players in this event. Notably, the mixed event is nowhere near the strength of field of the open trials.
This is true.
But yeah,
This is not. Oh, she did throw diamonds. Okay, then she's got the thread here.
Yep.
Although she might miscount here and think she has to save the diamond.
Yeah, we did have a miscount earlier on hand. They had 3-no double beat an extra trick, but Joan had the 2 of diamonds, which was high, and didn't count it.
All right,
Well,
so
there we
good
go.
job. Good job, Joan.
Yeah, nice
All right,
defense.
that's well done. She's really coming along. I've played a lot against her in the last year and a half, and she has definitely gotten better in the time she's played with Shan, or at least more consistent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shan's a good player. There were a couple of slip-ups in this set.
Yeah. He's guessing a lot, unfortunately. So this is going to be 9 imps back to Millens.
Yeah, which is helpful to them. They still have unfortunately had kind of the worst segment of their life so far, but a couple boards to play.
I mean, it's not that they were settling in four spades doubled, but I'm surprised Mark bid five hearts.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not so surprised Mark bid five hearts, but with two little spades, I don't know. I guess when you have King, Queen, Jack, 10, seventh, a stiff diamond, I would just be worried that my diamond shortness was mirrored with partner with the way this auction has gone.
Yep. Yeah, agree. So in the blue room, I mean, pretty calm two spade contract. Looks like Declare might end up going. Is probably going to make this. They can just rough with the seven of spades and then exit and eventually take a spade finesse.
He'll probably exit a heart.
Yep.
Yeah, and he does.
And now, no matter what the defense does, even if Declare doesn't end up getting a diamond trick, he will get the queen eight of spades. So, plus score good.
Plus score good.
Yeah, let's see how Shan and Joan handle this contract or the auction in this room.
Well, my guess is I can tell you what's going to happen. North is going to bid 3-0 over two clubs.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Okay. Sorry.
This is yeah, that feels like about what's going to happen. So Dan Corbel and Janice Molson in the other room had a, I think, very nice auction where they were able to explore whether 3-0 or 5 diamonds or even 6 diamonds was a decent contract. And it's a little more difficult if you're playing with a partner that is a bit less consistent or less nuanced in auctions like this. So, Shan with the spade stopper, happy to try 3-0.
I'm just going to throw out there that if he had 10-3 of spades, there's a good chance he'd have jumped to 3-0. This is, Shan likes to bid 3-0 in this partnership.
Yes, that's true.
If he has an opening hand and his partner's open the bidding, there's a good chance he's bidding 3-0 at some point.
Yep. Very much true.
I don't know if you've seen any of that, having watched this team at all, but...
Anyway. Oh, I mean, I think I had mentioned before, I played on the Millens team for several tournaments. Way back.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, so you know Joan?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know you played with her. Yeah, she's a nice lady.
I didn't play with her. I played with Gordy Zind.
Yeah, and I'm sure it was Shan and...
No, this was before Shan even existed.
It was Sabrin back then?
No, this was with Dan Levy.
Oh, Dan Levy. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
This was way back in the day.
I see. But she's from Ontario. That I recall. I think Toronto area.
Oh, is she from Canada? That would make more sense.
She is from Canada, yeah.
I thought that she was from like northern New York, but being actually in Canada makes sense.
Yeah, I think she's in Ontario, Canada. Disa, by the way, led a small heart instead of a high heart, which makes the play in 3-0 not even remotely interesting. It'll be 1 imp to Mullins, no, actually, I guess more than one. Oh no, they're in 3-0. Yeah. So she'll just keep ace king of hearts, and they'll take the last 3 tricks.
Yeah, the jack of clubs comes down, which is helpful to Declare, but not necessary. So.
Right, and now Shan will probably throw 2 spades from his hand and a heart.
Yep.
Just hope that something really silly is going on.
Yeah, so let's see. Blue room quickly, they do have a kind of puppet Stamen-ish type auction to 3-0.
And note that Kevin and Sandra do not play together very often. Kevin usually plays with his wife, Cecilia. And I know for a fact Kevin and Cecilia play 1-0, 2-0 as puppet, not 3 clubs. And 2-0 being puppet has become a much more common treatment.
Mm-hmm.
it removes South's ability to double the club suit, which is the one of the huge gains.
Yeah.
And you can do some other stuff with it too. I don't know if that was in fashion when you were still playing a lot, or whether there were people doing it, but
I definitely played Two Nose Puppet sometimes, but
okay,
it wasn't like every partnership I played with.
yeah.
So, yeah, it looks like Declare is going to comfortably take 3 more diamonds, 3 more clubs, and the Spade Ace for 10 tricks in 3-0. And in the green room, you were right. 10 tricks for Declare. Diza did keep the Ace King of Hearts. A small pickup to Millens.
Proudly and boldly unguarded her Jack third of spades.
Yeah. So one more board in the blue room, and then we will have a short break before the next segment. So this is day 1 of a 2-day match, which means it's not as if the match is over yet. There's still 60 more boards to go tomorrow, but not the greatest set for Millens. Lewis was the 2 seed. So Lewis was the 2 seed, Millens was the 3 seed coming out of the round robin, which means that whoever it was, Rosenthal, I guess, was the 1 seed. They ended up choosing Woldowski out of the Woldowski Millens 3-4 for their match. So Lewis got stuck with Millens, and currently I think they're pretty happy with their matchup.
Yeah, and I think just on, I think sensible choices were made all around. I mean, Wildovsky is a 3.5 client team, and Jones is a 1 client team, so
yeah,
tactically probably a little better to avoid KD and Sandra and Shan and Jenny Wolpert if you can help it.
Yep.
Since that is a very strong mixed 4.
Yeah, they have a lot of very, very strong players, and you know, even if they don't play all that often together, they're still going to do the right thing quite a lot. Last board in the blue room, we have an inverted minor start to the hand, and Corbel, I mean, it looks like they're just playing some sort of naturalish type thing. So Corbel bidding 2 hearts to show heart stuff, and Janice elects to jump to 3 no. I wonder if that shows extras.
It probably does. I know, well, I don't know for sure, but I'm relatively sure that 1 diamond, 2 diamonds, 3 no shows kind of a slam negative 2 no rebid.
Okay.
In this situation, as a responder, I don't think the rules apply. I'm sure for them 2 no is forcing. I in some of my partnerships would play that 2 no is not forcing, but I am in the extreme minority in that opinion. So.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Dan only had an 11 count. I don't think he was looking for any more than 3 no.
Yeah, if his partner didn't want to play slam after he opened this piece of work, I think he'll be just real thrilled with whatever the final contract is.
Yeah.
So Mark ends up in 2 spades, just like Dwyer did, and I'm sure it's lead. And actually, I suspect the play will go very similarly.
Well, somehow, North lost the 9 of spades in the blue room, and I wasn't really paying any attention to what was happening, but I guess that means North at some point must have shifted to a trump. And that's...
Maybe. I mean, Mark's he's gonna rough a club, but then he's gonna rough a heart high.
Yeah.
Here, and he's gonna get over roughed. But I think kind of by the same token as before, there's really no choice except that he's gonna... I guess maybe if they let a low spade here, they could give him some problems the way this has gone. Oh, and well,
Yeah,
that's the end of
well,
that.
yeah, not gonna happen with this defense. But
Yeah, and even worse, she didn't play a low diamond, which would have at least
yeah, given
gotten
partner
this.
diamond rough. Yep.
Let's see, diamond, diamond, diamond rough, club, rough, high, and that'll be 5 tricks. So as it is, I think Mark's just going to come to a diamond trick here regardless. So I think he's going to make 140.
That sounds right to me.
I didn't click the button or anything, but it's hard for me to see what Shan could possibly do at this point. He might honestly try to exit it. Well, no, there goes that. From his perspective, though, Claire could have ace queen 10 of spades left, and now he needs to shorten the trump so that his partner's trump grows up.
Yep. Yep. So that will be a small swing to Lewis, getting their 1 imp back.
Yep.
Declare in 3-0 in the blue room seems to be...
Dwyer's kind of hoping that there's something he can play for here, but it's probably not going to happen. He might shift to the queen of hearts. That would be kind of cute.
Yeah, it would notably block the heart suit.
Oh, the internet thinks, or the solver thinks, as long as he doesn't play a low heart, he's going to get another trick.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nice.
So... Okay. Currently we're looking at a 42 imp lead, but we will have 15 more boards to play this evening. I think we'll take a peek at the other match for the second segment tonight, because this match has gotten out of control.
Gotten a little out of hand, yeah. This was really, I mean, both of the first 2 segments were pretty tight, and Jones coming out in the next segment, so.
Yeah, hey, take a look at board 37 and tell me if you would have overcalled the east hand.
All right, let's see here. See if I can figure out how to find the old hands.
You should be able to just scroll down.
Scroll down. Oh, scroll down. Oh, cute. Which one did we want to do? 37?
The 2 hearts doubled at both tables.
Let's see. A spade, 2 hearts. I definitely would have bid 2 hearts.
Really? Okay.
Well, the thing is ace 4th of spades is really good, like, for playing the contract on our side. Mm-hmm. And it also makes it more likely that we do have a heart fit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and if we have a heart fit, I'm very happy with how the play is going to go in hearts, because righty has to follow to these spades, and I'm just constructing these like limit raises with some decent hearts that play is going to be fine. I don't know. It appears that we have stepped into the abyss here with stiff spade and partner, having 3-2-6-2 shape, which is not exactly what we were rooting for.
Right.
But I don't think this is controversial. I assume both tables did the same thing.
Yeah, both tables overcalled 2 hearts. I was saying that I didn't like the 2 heart overcall, but I could be wrong.
The texture in hearts is bad, but ace 4th is a lot better than ace 3rd. Just in terms of, like, how often you're going to have multiple spade losers.
Mm.
And when you catch a fit, I mean, let's put it this way. Your lefty had king, queen, 9, 5th of hearts and an ace, and they beat you 1 trick.
Yeah.
So like, it's not that bad.
That was my reassessment after. when
Yeah, it's like, I mean, South had a trap pass. Pardon me. And this was down one. So anyway,
yep.
that's kind of where my mind is at with it. It looks normal. I'm
Okay.
gonna step away. I'm gonna step away for a second. I'll
Yeah,
be right
yeah.
back.
I am going to shift to the Rosenthal match because, okay, there's only one table in play. Let's pull up the only table that is currently still in play in that match. And we will watch this for the time being. At least until the next set is up. So Rosenthal had by 4, and they were currently the 1 seed in the event. Now, none of the teams, if they lose in tomorrow's match or tomorrow's conclusion of this match, are getting knocked out. They will just drop down to the USA2 bracket, and then, so it's like double elimination for all of these 4 teams that we've seen currently. But if they win today, they will be playing, or they win tomorrow, they'll be playing Sunday and Monday for a spot as USA1, which is a big deal. Oh, well, we saw 2 spades in both of the other tables on this board 43, 2 spades making 110 and 2 spades making 140 for a small swing, but here East-West have sold out to 2 hearts somehow. A little surprising, right? That, so East showed a club suit, natural. Okay, so West had opened a spade, take out double by North, looks maybe a little unconventional with short diamonds. But then East showed clubs, South showed a diamond fit, and East reopened the bidding with a double. Looks like just showing some values. West passed, and then elected to pass out 2 hearts. That just feels so weird to me. I understand you're not risking a lot by passing out a double of 2 diamonds. It's not game yet. So if you're wrong, they end up scoring 180, or I guess on a bad day, like 280, if they get an over trick, which isn't a huge deal to dimps. Whereas doubling 2 hearts, they could end up scoring 470. But I don't know, this just feels very strange to double them at the 2 level and then not either choose to compete or double them again at the 2 level in a different suit. How's 2 hearts doing? It looks like East-West are getting a club rough here. Declare then can, or West can then pull trumps, go King of Hearts heart. And Declare is going to have real difficulty collecting too many more tricks from there. Oh, especially now that Declare has squandered the club queen. Well, Michael doesn't pull trumps. This is a little surprising to me. I mean, I was going to say because Declare could have like roughed with the 10 of hearts and then gotten a diamond rough in the dummy. But it looks like we're just going to end up down 2 from here. West can get another club rough, cash the King of Hearts, but then Declare has the Ace of Clubs to pitch a diamond loser. So this could have been a sizable swing for East-West. Instead, it's going to be a push, minus 110 versus plus 100. Debbie thinking. I'm a little surprised this 7 of spades is a fairly clear suit preference signal for a club return. And since Michael's the one who knows what he has in trumps, Debbie should realize that he's very much interested in getting a club ruff. I don't think it matters. But I mean, leading a diamond away from Jack third is kind of strange. Alright, so there is the club return. Michael will ruff, be able to cash the king of hearts, and then declare we'll have the rest. 2 words to play, and Rosenthal will still hang on to a tiny, tiny lead in this match. Yeah, very strange. I mean, as Michael, I think I would have doubled 2 hearts. But I don't know. Tough decision. So this hand, we did see 3 no trump contracts in both rooms, I believe, in our match, the one we were following earlier. Millens versus Lewis. We get a no trump opener by West, no bid by North. And what kind of system are East-West playing? Okay, this is something that Aaron had mentioned. This 2 no bid could be some form of puppet stamen. We'll see what Debbie alerts. There it is, modified puppet stamen for 2 no trump. And then that means Michael will bid 3 clubs. So this presumably just shows a hand without a 5-card major. Now East can show her 4-card majors if she wants. 3 hearts, showing 4 spades. And we'll get to 3 now. So what do we lead as North, knowing that East has a 4-card spade suit? Maybe we lead a heart? I suppose you could lead a club if you wanted to be a little bit passive. If I had a 5th spade, I might lead a spade. But yeah, so Pepsi goes with the heart lead, which is pretty normal. We know East doesn't have a heart suit. West has said nothing about his hearts. Partner could, of course, have a 5-card heart suit over there. So our heart's pretty attractive. And I'm certain Declare is just going to duck this. I can't really imagine any reason to go up with the Ace of Hearts. I mean, for one thing, North might be leading away from the King-Queen. So our Jack of Hearts could easily take the first trick. But Michael is thinking about it. The 2 of Hearts spot card means that he knows the suit is 4-3, so there's no reason to like hop up with the ace hoping that the heart suit is blocked somehow, like South has King Doubleton or something. So there it is, heart to a king. Imagine we'll see a heart return. We do. And now Declare is just going to run all of his diamonds, cash his clubs in the spade ace, and go home with 10 tricks. Not a super exciting hand, unfortunately. I'm gonna quickly pull up the scorecard while Michael collects his 10 tricks and take a look at what we've had going on so far in this set. So a big swing on board 32, and then we had a big swing on board 39, and these were the two large swings of the set. You know what's interesting? On board 37, no one played and two hearts doubled. I actually want to look at what happened. So we have a spade bid, no overcall by East in this room. And then the other room, a spade bid, no overcall by East again. And I will make a note that both of these East players are substantially stronger than the two East players we saw holding the same hands in the other match. So neither one of them thought that two-heart overcall was correct. But I do support all of the points that Aaron made about the bid. Oh my God, look at this result. Let's get back to the live segment while Michael cashes out so that we can watch the very last board unfold. But maybe during the break we can look at how 4 diamonds went undoubled and just went down 6 vulnerable on a hand. That is incredibly exciting. Oh no, Pepsi. Pepsi has ditched one of his clubs. Or maybe South ditched a club. I guess I don't recall exactly who had the 4-card holding. But it does seem like Declare is ending up with an extra trick. So well done to Michael. 11 tricks total, and he's earned himself an imp, which is important in some of these close matches, picking up some of these imps. I don't think you should strain yourself to try and match point a lot of these hands, but if you just have a simple method of running a long suit and trying to make the opponent's miss discard, then that can be effective. So last board of the set, other room in this match did find their way into 3 no trump. They played it in the South. Starting with a diamond, we'll see if South elects to bid 2 diamonds, some sort of inverted raise. I think that's the fairly natural way to go about it. And there it is. We do see 2 diamonds. So Dan Corbel in this spot, just playing a generic 2/1 structure, bid 2 hearts with the North cards, which feels like the right bid. I mean, it's like the bid that you want to make as a bridge player, right? You have this side suit of Ace King 4th that is mostly exactly what your hand looks like, and so Pepsi makes the same 2-heart bid. And we did see South jump to 3 now, presumably showing extras. Even if 2 diamonds was game forcing, you want a way to distinguish the no trump ranges on your hand. So you'll want whatever the minimum game force is, whether that's 13 to 15 or 12 to 14, or even stronger, like 14 to 17, to go through 2 no. And then you want the next higher range, so something like 15 to 17, depending on what your opening bid style is, to be the jump. And then hands that are higher than that also go through 2 no, but then they take another call when you sign off in 3 no. So I think that's the normal way to go about it. The South here likes to bid 2 spades. Nothing necessarily wrong with this bid. The only difficulty is you might not have another way to show your balance 16 count as South. And so starting with 2 spades, if partner bids, whatever it is, like here, let's say 3 diamonds, what do you do? Could partner's 3 diamond bid be based on extra values? Could it be based on extra shape? As we can tell, North is mostly just concerned about the club suit. He doesn't know if we actually have a club stopper, or if North-South have a club stopper, and so he's thinking, well, if you don't have club stopped, then maybe we just have to play 5 diamonds rather than 3 no trump. So South tries 4 clubs. I mean, this is very clearly a Q-bid attempt looking for a slam. I'm curious if Pepsi just jumps to 5 diamonds here. His hand is pretty bad. The stiff club is okay, but he only has a 4-card diamond suit. The jack of spades opposite what looks like natural spade length is not a particularly good card. He does elect to Q4 hearts back. I mean, for all he knows, his partner could have a 20 count. His partner's unlimited. So the 4-heart Q has some merit for sure. And it's really going to be on South to realize that they need to slow down the auction. This is a difficult spot for new partnerships, especially if you don't have good like slam understanding. You know, good discussion about how to go about bidding slams. Because South's entire auction so far, 2 diamonds, unlimited bid, 2 spades, unlimited bid, 4 clubs, Q bid, unlimited, 4 spades, Q bid, unlimited. North, you know, has some controls, and he does have the trump queen. Like, as far as he has showed in the auction, he could have had a hand that was 4-4-3-2 with the same honor structure. I mean, maybe they wouldn't open that hand, just a 4-4-3-2-11. But I think Pepsi is convinced that he has a little bit more than a minimum for the bidding so far. So he might honestly be tempted to Q5 clubs. We'll see what he elects to do. Okay, he passes 4 spades. We will probably see a redouble from South, showing first round control. It seems like South is just foot on the gas the entire way so far. So there's the redouble. Okay, this is very well judged by North to not cue the club control, I think. Hey, Steph. Good evening to you as well. I guess it's like past midnight. You're up late. So yeah, Pepsi, I think a lot of players would be tempted to Q5 clubs here. Just seeing, like, South has done nothing to suggest slowing down in this auction, and he does have second round club control. You just booked tickets for Chicago. Oh my god. Do you have plans yet, or are you once again just kind of going and then gonna look around to see who you can find? You're gonna be representing Into Bridge. I have no idea what that means, but congratulations, I guess. It sounds like a nice little sponsorship deal, I assume. Intobridge.com. Is this the site that hosted that event a little while back? There was some, was it like $1,000 event? Like if you won? It very well could have been. Neat. So it's like a different playing platform for Bridge. Oh, this was not the site that hosted the thing. Got it. Fair enough. Looks like they have English, French, what is that, Hungarian? Bulgarian? Maybe Bulgarian? I don't know what this flag is. And Greek are the availability. It's a good competitor in the online bridge space, so it's basically just a place to play. Bulgarian. Okay. Got it. Well, BBO, I mean, sadly, I think the way this stuff kind of works is that a lot of the bridge community is older players, and older players don't like change. And so if they've made an account on BBO, they're stuck in for life. Ooh, that's actually kind of cool. So that's a new thing that you can make tables with cameras and microphones. That's exciting. So that gives you a bit of a real feel, like playing at a actual bridge table, which is kind of cool. And they have a new robot bridge feature. That's exciting. Are the robots any good? Or are they approximately as bad as the Gib robots on BBO? Pepsi in a bit of a tricky spot in 5 diamonds. He can't exactly pull trumps and claim. He needs to decide what roughs to take and what finesses to take. I'm curious if he's going to take this club hook. He does not. So maybe his plan is to just start cross-ruffing. Ruff the club, ace, king of hearts, heart ruff, club ruff, spade to the ace, in some order like that. The robots use ML. They're based off of Ben. I don't know what Ben is. I guess that is a robot bridge sort of thing. They're better than Gib already. Not difficult. Honestly, not difficult. And they have ranked robot play. Oh. Maybe. Maybe. Never trust software from someone named Ben. Is that good life advice? I have the feeling this is gonna go down. West can pitch a heart here. Okay. That was not the play I thought that was going to happen. West roughs with the 8 of diamonds. What other tables are there in this? Is your team still in? Who is your team? So yesterday they finished up a round robin. Team Dinkin? I think so. Why is that your team? I believe Dinkin finished 8th in the round robin, so they're currently playing in the USA1. Yes. Oh, you played with Sam. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. There is a player on that team that I'm good friends with. There's Ron Smith, who's a fairly strong player, although he's a lot older now. He used to be a fairly strong player from the Chicago area. But he's just a wonderful person. I very much enjoyed going out with Ron in evenings when we were at tournaments together. So let's see. We have well, we have a break, and then let's see. Here's the current results in USA1. So Millens had a very, very unfortunate segment. We were following them earlier. They are now down by 42. They dropped to 33 in that set. But I think Joan is going to be sitting out for segment 4, would be my guess. So maybe they have a chance to pick back up a few imps in that match, but they have a lot of work to do. And then I think we'll be checking out Rosenthal-Waldowski in segment 4 whenever this starts. Is this going to give me a... No, it has the round clock, which is currently 5 minutes to go. There should be, I believe, a 15-minute break. But currently it doesn't... it's not exactly listed on the site. Hopefully that'll come up soon. While we are on break, I think I should do something to entertain the masses. So I will quickly play through one of these weekend events. Next round starts in 20. Yeah, that sounds about right to me. So let us play through this thing. It is Friday currently. So 12 boards of a declare play only thing. Let's US trials on break. I could play Robot Bridge on Into Bridge. Ooh, maybe that's worthwhile. I didn't set up an account. And I don't really want to spend like 15 minutes setting up an account and then not play. Maybe I'll look into that if I do some more commentary in the future. I should be doing more commentary for this event. But yeah, I think for today, I will stick with this. But thank you for the suggestion. Yeah, for next one. I know I'm busy tomorrow. I'm busy Sunday. And maybe Monday will be the next time that I can do some commentary for some of this stuff. Okay, but I'm going to quickly play through some hands, so probably lower commentary than normal on this sort of stuff. We get to 3 hearts. We have some random balance. This doesn't show 5 spades. This shows 4 spades. You could have bid 1 spade here as West if you had 5. This is 4. 4 spades. Exactly 4. Okay, I don't know what's going on. We get a trump lead. Great. Like, diamonds could split. That's my only issue right now. If diamonds split, I can make a lot of tricks. I guess I'm just gonna do it like this, though. Club, club. Heart. All right, we'll be safe. We'll be as safe as possible. Jack of spades pitch. See? 4 spades. 4. Only 4. Okay. 140. Diamonds were splitting. So we could have made an extra trick, I think. 3-0 in the south. East open a spade. Doubled 2 clubs. Take out. Spade to the ace. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ace of hearts, any queen of hearts coming down, any queen of hearts at all. Any squeezes. Well, it sounds like the answer to that is no. Okay, no squeeze, no squeeze. Spade and no 2 hearts, 4 hearts. Wow, we have a huge hand. We didn't even bid over 4 hearts. That's insane to me. 3 spades lead, that's a singleton. Could this ever be from 3 small? I should never play the queen here. This is always singleton or 3 small. This was a stupid play. Hopefully it doesn't matter. I'm sure it's singleton. I can't actually cross to hand and take a spade hook, can I? No, I can. I can. Well, I mean, okay, no, I can, but it's kind of pointless. All right, 12 tricks. Head off to bed. Good night. Good night. Pete Hollins is ranked 43 in Robot Bridge. Milan Makura. Oh, I played a YouTube match against him. Is 138. Gavin's at rank 260. Got it. Yeah, I'll look into it for later streams or for future streams. Used to open a club and jump to 3 spades. Negative double. Hey, PJ. What is this first trick? Is that stiff king? Maybe that's stiff king. Oh boy. Wow. This is a bit of a complicated hand to play, isn't it? I suppose I'll cash 1 club and lead a spade. 8. Brad's Law. Right. So if I go to King of Clubs Club Rough, I only get 1 more trick, right? I guess Queen of Diamonds diamond technically works if West has the other spade on her, but they don't. No. No. All Almost. Almost. Not sure there was much I could do about that one. Diamond to spade. How are we doing on the delay? It still currently doesn't tell me that there is another session ready to play. I'm gonna quickly open up the match view and see if... Okay, there's still 10 minutes left in break. Great, great, great. I have 8 boards to get through in 10 minutes. We gotta go a little faster. 2 spades. Oh, Aaron, are you back? Seems like you're back.
I'm back. Are you in the midst of playing something?
Yeah, because there's still 10 minutes on break. So I am entertaining the masses.
Nice. Did you play the daily, are you playing the day-long match point tournament, or do you not do those?
I normally would, but currently I am playing the, just one of the Discord people events things.
Nice.
Did I make it? I didn't make it. That's too bad. Okay, down 1. 7 boards to go. I need some claimers. I need some hands. Oh yeah, this looks like a claimer, right? Oh, that's a beautiful opening lead. So I have 3 spades, 5 clubs, and a diamond. That sounds like 10 tricks to me. Uh-huh.
Wait, try that sentence again.
3 spades, 5 clubs, and a diamond.
And then what did you say after that?
Oh, well, look, I'm in 3 now. Okay? Like, here's the thing.
Wait a minute.
I knew what I meant.
So what's the gist here? You got to make all the contracts or something?
It's a declare play only thing. It's match points scored. And so the bidding is done for you, but I am just playing through the hands quickly. Normally I would give a bit more thought than this. Diamond, a spade, and no trump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. Okay. Not super excited about what's going on in this hand. Maybe I put up the 10? No, we'll play low. Club to the 9 and queen. Okay.
Well, maybe it was the other one.
Spade to the king and ace. I'm hoping that's useful. Heart switch. Gross. King of clubs. Ugh. That's not good news. I should put up the 10.
Yeah.
Oh, good news. They cashed their ace. And now have played a spade back. Okay. We have decisions to make. Let's do this, I guess, and this.
Did you cash two? The Twitch is a little behind. Did you cash 2 spades, club, and heart next to the club?
No.
I guess that's not enough tricks. It's not enough tricks, I guess.
I mean, it's match points. Sometimes that's fine. I suspect I'm gonna... Hey, V8, welcome on in. We will be back to coverage shortly after whatever, I'm just gonna play a diamond to the king. Okay, that didn't work. Jack of clubs. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Well, yours was probably better if East had the ace of diamonds.
Yeah. Okay, down to next. I am so slow. I am so slow. Give me more claimers. Jack of hearts. I will win. I'm in 3 now. I guess let's play on diamonds. Ace of hearts. Whoa! Who bid hearts? Oh, East bid hearts. East opened a heart. I got it. I got you.
Oh, that's good. Well, I guess West has the king of diamonds.
Yeah, it sounds like it, right?
Or ace, or whatever one was outstanding. It's up to 1,000% at this point.
Yay, we made it. Hooray. How were the diamonds? It was ace 9 fourth. I probably could have picked that up. 2 clubs is single suited. Capoletti. 9 of diamonds lead. I'm just in 3-0 perpetually on these hands. Club to the ace. Heart to the, I guess, jack?
Something.
Oh, I have Twitch Whispers blocked. I'm sorry. I did not realize. My bad. What was I in the middle of doing? I think I want to set up a club, right? Yeah, let's set up a club.
So you're probably ducking a club.
Yep, there we go. Club has been successfully ducked. Low spade switch, really? Interesting. 10 of hearts back. That's probably good news. Do I have everything else? No. Here, you can have a trick. Maybe there was a squeeze. What? Hello? Oh, East has the Queen of Hearts. Of course, of course. Okay, you can have 2 tricks there. Much better. 400. Was there a squeeze? There was a squeeze. My bad. I could have made an extra trick there. Oopsies. 6 spades. What?
Full attention these are getting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, spades are 4-0? Is this a problem? Oh shit.
Well, I guess it's time for 4-2 hearts and the ace of clubs on side.
Yeah. Okay, that didn't work.
5-1 hearts. Wonderful.
Exactly.
I do not believe you were making this regardless.
You don't think so?
Well, I haven't seen the club to the king part yet.
I'm pretty sure the club ace is off. I mean, West led the king of diamonds, so down 2. Well played. Well played. On to the next one. 2 boards to go. The important thing is that we finish up in 3 minutes before the thing starts, which I think I can manage. 10 of diamonds to the queen. I have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 losers. Why am I in these silly, like, 5-2 fits? This is just typical robot bridge stuff. Okay, West opened 2 spades. That's important. I guess I'm pulling trumps. I don't know.
Yeah, what else are you gonna do?
Yep.
Okay, well that's fine.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. One, 2, 6, 4. So this just doesn't work. I needed to like duck a spade. No, that wouldn't have worked. Oh, there's just, I can play for Jack Doubleton of clubs, I guess.
Yeah, no, the spades are still connected. Well,
no, West didn't throw club. I didn't see the club spots. Hopefully this is what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, it's Jack 4th. Jack 9 4th. Man, minus 50. 2 spade preempt. 3 spades, we overcall 4 clubs, and that ends the auction. 1. I'm sorry. Just Robot Bridge is so dumb. Nice pass, partner. Thank you.
Oh, it's time to bet queen third of clubs are offside.
Yeah, I mean, I could just take the club. I think I am taking the club hook. West didn't lead their shortness. Oh no. Long tank, queen of clubs. No. That was singleton? No, it was doubleton. Man, minus 100. This did not go great. This might have been the first time I've ever been less than 50% in this event. 39.
Streamers Community Day Long.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This went quite poorly. One note down two was a bad result. I don't even remember that one. Oh, I like took a diamond finesse. Okay. Well, that was amazing. I had a lot of fun. Let's head back to this. We are right on in. So I'm checking out Rosenthal Wildowski now.
Okay.
Because that match is a little bit closer than the other one. Let's rearrange everything on my screen. There we go. We are all set. That was wonderful. I will definitely be posting that on YouTube. So board 46, we see the green room is taking a bit of a break. You know, sometimes if you're like well into the set, you just have to take a few minutes and pause and collect your thoughts. So I wouldn't imagine the first board of the set is where you would want to do that. But looks like they're off now. I wonder if both Souths are opening a no trump. I mean, you have a 17 with a lot of aces and kings. 4 triple 3 though.
Yeah, it looks like good 16, bad 17. I would guess that unless they're 14 to 16, that South will open a no trump.
Yep. Michael considering it, or I'm not exactly sure what the holdup is in the green room.
Oh, it's possible. They're not even set. Everybody, let's see. So South and West are in one room, and North and East are in another.
Yep.
Usually.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, that was an important question, and you've played in this stuff. So we were wondering, because apparently you can get a time penalty even if you finish the round on time, if you've taken more than your allotted half of the match clock.
That's correct.
Right?
That's correct.
So do you have knowledge that you have used up, of how much time you've used up while you're playing?
There is a display on the top right of the screen that has the round clock and your own time clock.
Okay, that's good.
The players, yeah. It displays the players as it's going on.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, cool.
The joys of Rousseau at both tables.
Yep. Yeah, so Rousseau, Jack of Diamonds lead at both tables. PJ, no. You do not see partner's hand while they are declaring, like you do on BBO. It's set up in mostly the same way as if you were actually playing at a physical table. You get access to all the same information. So in the blue room, Chris elects to block the diamond suit. We'll see if Adam does the same in his room. He does not. Which I think is a very sensible play, right? Chris is looking at this very weak dummy and realizes that even if partner doesn't cash their fourth diamond now, she will still have an entry somewhere. So.
Yeah.
Although I wasn't actually paying attention to the... No, I was paying attention, but that's why I wanted to note that Declare has 4 club tricks available because the Queen Jack happened to come down. In the blue room, Declare elected to duck a round of clubs and ended up taking only 3 club tricks. But this heart discard from West is gonna mean Declare is able to set up multiple hearts if she guesses the suit, which she does not.
She does not. And now she'll just be down 1.
Yeah. Now West is in time to set up the spade trick. No real guesswork to do even, can just bang down the queen of spades, looking at the jack and dummy.
Indeed. I wonder if there were any inferences from the slow heart pitch. I mean, Amber is slow in general, so there's not a ton to be gleaned from it, but maybe you can work out that from ace third it wouldn't be a tank discard.
Yeah, that's possible. So Michael's gone with a bit of a different route. He has just exited a heart, and he's trying to set up the heart suit himself, which seems like a very reasonable thing to do. He's kind of abandoning the clubs, I suspect. He'll throw like a spade from hand maybe here.
He might even throw a club. Yeah, he did throw a club.
Yeah, he can throw a club, but I mean, I think essentially what he's planning to do is just cross to the club ace and lead a heart up and try and collect 2 heart tricks to go with his 2 clubs, 2 spades, and the king of diamonds that he already took. He's going to be very disappointed when he finds out about the club position afterwards, but he will end up with 7 tricks and a small win for his squad.
He may still get 8. I mean, if Kitty plays... Yeah, I mean, now...
You're right. I mean,
now he will make 2 because he's just going to play. I mean, he should play ace of spades, king of spades. Yeah, it's Michael Fitzgerald Rosenberg. I'm sure he'll take all his tricks.
Yep. So he's going to cash his hearts just carefully before cashing the king of spades. Small chance of a squeeze, and then the clubs actually come home for 3 tricks. So he will get an over trick. Well-deserved 5-imp swing to his side. I see a blue card in the blue room, so let's quickly take a look at what's going on here. If
I opened multi with the south hand and they didn't think I could make 2 spades after not making a peep on the first round, I think I would also think that I'm making 2 spades.
Yeah, so East has just showed a takeout double of spades. That's all that's happened right now. And South is suggesting a maximum. I mean, I'm pretty sure as West you just did 3 hearts.
Well, the problem with 3 hearts is, you got to give partners some latitude shape-wise. You'd like to bid 2 no as 2 places, but I'm sure they haven't discussed this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I think they still have to provide a defense, or I'm not sure actually of the USBF rules about whether they can consult the written defenses to multi while it's going on.
My guess is you can, but I also think that this redouble is not in the document that they give you.
I see. Yeah, probably not. It's curious. Pardon me. It's curious that both tables open 2 spades with this hand. I would suspect that Michael is very sound with his 2 bids, so that's not as much of a surprise. But if this hand was held by Pepsi or Chris or Dwyer, I would be shocked if they didn't open 1 spade.
Dwyer is fairly sound.
He is, but he also wouldn't open 2, I don't think, on a hand like this that has so much playing strength. I mean, I'm going to be curious enough to go look in the other rooms. They're all playing the same boards, right?
Yeah.
I'm curious to look in the other rooms about whether they all chose to open two spades, because I can't imagine they would. But
Yeah, for
let's see
sure.
here. Let's see. This is board
Board 47.
47. So let's see. Sandra Rimstead opened one spade, and Disa also opened one spade.
Yeah.
Okay, so both tables open one spade in the other room, and Michael is okay. So 2-0 here. She had oh, I guess 2-0 happened in both rooms,
Yep.
intended as 2 places.
Yep. Yeah, which is nice. It's certainly true that you don't want to have an accident where you bid 3 hearts and partner raises you. So
Right. Which, by the way, Chris might have, thinking that heart showed some values, and with the hearts as they are, 2 hearts, I guess, is the limit.
yeah, we also got info that some of the other matches have also opened one spade with the south hand, albeit in a precision context. I mean, I would open one spade playing 2/1, but that's just because stylistically that hand is like a jack more than I would need to open a spade. So
Yeah, in a 2-over, I mean, Disa and Mark are playing 2/1 and a fairly sound opening style, and Disa opened one in that context, so you
yep.
can see a bit of a difference of opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
I think second seat red on white, I think you would tend more to open 2 spades. Uh, but first seat, I think it's just a little bit too much.
Yeah.
So, anyway, both tables essentially have the same auction to the same spot.
Yeah, how much has changed if you open a spade? I guess
North bids a no trump, and
East makes
East
a takeout
doubles.
double. You
Yeah,
probably just
and
go two
South
spades, pass, double again. Same thing.
well, it was a spade, a no trump, double, 2 spades, pass at both tables in the other room.
Pass.
Well, they doubled over the no trump, and then over 2 spades when their partner passed, they let it go.
Really?
Well, in the situation there, I mean, partner can be totally broke. I mean, yeah, it could be right to bid, but it could also be a not best time to bid, because it's not like they showed any kind of fit. I mean, on this hand, Debbie had ace and a spade. You know, the north hand has ace and a spade, but with a stiff spade there and an ace somewhere else, I don't know. You might.
Well, I mean,
not be
I'm just looking at hands, right? Like, if we have a heart fit, 4 hearts could easily make. You know, give a West king fifth of hearts an out, and 4 hearts is on 2/2 trumps and the heart ace and opener's hand.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, provided that it doesn't go spade, 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 uppercut, which is very likely,
Sure. Yeah.
right? When
Yep.
it doesn't get raised. In fact, it's really likely, and now you're just gambling that that's the end of your heart losers
Yeah.
if you're going to be in game. I mean, you know you're getting a spade lead, and you can see at least 3 tricks going bye-bye.
Sure.
So, anyway.
Okay. Well, both these tables in 3 only hearts, and with the jack of hearts poorly placed, they both go down 1.
Yeah, they've got extra tricks in suits that don't matter, unfortunately.
Yeah. We do have a bunch of overachievers in the chat watching more than just these 2 tables at the time. They're telling us that 3 no trump on a Lebensal mix-up happened in one of the matches.
Oh, in the USA2 stuff, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, are they playing a KO on the
Yep.
in the USA2 side?
Yeah, so 4 teams, there were 10 teams in a round robin yesterday, and the top 8 made it in. The top 4 get into this USA1 bracket, and they're like in a double elimination bracket. And then the bottom 4 got into USA2, and they're in a single elimination bracket. But over the course of the days, the teams that lose in the USA1 match drop down into the USA2 bracket.
Right, and that was not the case in the Open, because the let's see, which team was it was already qualified,
Spectre.
who wasn't in the field. Spectre, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it was curious that Gavin's presence was in broadcasting during the trials, but yeah, I guess they were in from last time.
Mm-hmm.
So 48 looks fairly pedestrian. I guess Michael here has kind of a choice whether to bid over two spades or not. I can imagine that in a precision context, you probably wouldn't think too hard, but in a 2/1 context, Michael might think he has to bid two no, and in fact, he does bid two no.
Yeah, I mean, he has an 11 count, he has a 5 card suit. 3 no could easily be making. So he goes for it.
Well, and Debbie's certainly going to raise with those spade interiors, so.
Yep. Okay, so this is a big deal because I think Declare, well, has 9 tricks available if he can get to them. He has 4 diamonds, 3 hearts, a spade, and a club. So East West are going to need to get the clubs going soon.
Kitty likes to lead short. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, she did lead a heart. I was gonna say I wouldn't have been surprised at all if she had led the 10 of clubs.
Yeah, well, I mean, now after this heart lead, Declare basically just needs to go Ace King of Diamonds and a diamond, and
Which well, yeah.
Is it possible that East West still beat this?
No, it's cold because he can, with the deuce of hearts being fourth, he can disconnect. I mean, if you could see the cards, you could certainly take 9 from here.
Is that 100%? So like we win the heart, and then we go diamond, diamond, diamond. East wins, and rather than I'm double dummy. Rather than giving Declare his club trick, we play back a heart. So now Declare is stuck in hand. He has to win the heart. Then he has to run the diamond suit. And
yeah. Well, and now,
what?
well, West is going to throw a couple clubs, right? Probably. They got to keep spade length.
Yep.
And the heart. So they're going to throw a couple clubs, and he probably plays a high club, and they win, and, they play another one, and now the 10-9 of clubs will, I think, just in the wash, there's nothing they can do about it. They're going to get a diamond, 2 club. Well, maybe, actually.
Yeah, I don't think this defense is realistic, though. I think Adam is going to win the Jack of Diamonds and really just lead a low club. Yeah. Or.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, playing a club seems really normal. Michael's elected not to win this in his hand. Or potentially win it in the dummy.
Yeah.
Instead, letting it ride around.
It leads the 10 of diamonds with no intention of running this. He can't really afford to duck the trick, but he does induce a cover from West. Probably pretty happy about that. So King of Diamonds and a diamond will set up the suit. It's not as if the defense is like trivial one way or another, right? Even if West pitches a club and East finds the heart switch, the defense does still need to be careful.
If he had ducked that, by the way, oh no, I guess they can cross in clubs and kill communication, so he can't duck it.
Yeah.
It's too bad. Oh, a heart did come back.
Okay. Maybe Adam is.
Well, actually, Adam knows. Actually, Adam has most of the high cards worked out.
Mm-hmm.
Because South did bid 2 no trump here, and then they played on diamonds instead of spades. Certainly, if they had the queen of spades in their hand, it would have hit the table. So Adam knows his partner has the queen of spades,
yep.
And if you presume, the hearts are either a trick or not, declare almost has to have the queen jack of clubs.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we do see a TD call. While we figure out what's going to wait for that to resolve,
I'm going to
the
laugh.
blue room has something exciting going on. I think this makes 4 spades in the 5-2.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you're losing a heart and 2 trumps, but with the diamonds breaking, there's no real ruff out for the opponents. And when it goes heart-heart, you ruff and exit a low spade, importantly, so that you can take a 3rd round of hearts tap in the dummy.
Right.
Wow, I think this is a huge result for East-West because... No, I guess not. 5 diamonds makes as well.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
And if 6 diamonds always make, then I'm sure that 5 diamonds super always makes.
With an over trick.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. So, yeah, Chris, of course, does find the proper technique here of ducking a spade. He'll now go ace of spades, spade, and just pray, right? You could go down an enormous number of tricks if the suit doesn't break. Okay, he's cashing the ace of clubs first.
He's probably...
He's cashing the king of clubs. And now he goes spade, spade. Interesting. It was probably safe to cash 2 clubs. South didn't lead a singleton club. North didn't switch to a singleton club.
A little bizarre.
I mean, maybe it was like some sort of safety for going down 1 less if the spades didn't split. The opponents were running an enormous number of hearts against you.
Yeah. That was a beer, by the way, had he played it out.
Oh, should have claimed.
So fancy.
Yeah.
So Michael, at some point here, East threw a heart, and so he did in fact. He's going to make 3 now.
Yeah, he does make 3 now because East had to switch to spades. Yeah, I mean, very difficult defense. Adam was on the right track with the heart switch, or playing a heart back rather than going after clubs, but then somewhere along the way, it just didn't come through. Hey, Running with Scissors, we were talking about you the other day, and I think I guessed about 20 different people that you're not. But welcome, welcome. Thank you for the bits. 6 imps to Rosenthal. What? I didn't mean to spring that on you. No, V8 came in and started, you're not most people. That's true. That's what I found out as well when I had, when I started guessing.
I'd go so far as to say that no one is most people.
Yeah. There are 8 billion people and you're hardly any of them. Okay, yeah, when did this happen? Like 3 weeks ago there were 7 billion people. And all of a sudden there's now like 8 billion? Is there like a analog scale of this going on where people were like, well, we were at 7.999, but we just called it 7 for a long time?
Have you purchased eggs recently?
Time
I mean,
flies.
as long as we're on this train, I mean, the local Ralph's, the cheapest eggs were $6.99. Now, granted, that's ridiculous, but I did pay $4 for a dozen.
No,
earlier
okay.
today.
You know what's ridiculous? So some of my friends live like in northern Maryland, and at the intersection that I turn left to like get to their house, there are two gas stations. There's one on either side. One of them is 50% more expensive than the other. 50%. It is
It's an Exxon.
$3 at one station and $4.50 at the other.
I was kind of kidding, but all of the Exxons around Rockville were a full dollar more than any of the other gas stations.
Jeez.
So, like, I don't know why this is a thing, but apparently it is.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Anyway, let's see. So the East-West got to four spades. Oh, so Michael, of course, didn't open two hearts.
Yeah, Michael didn't preempt the south hand, not surprising. 10-9-8-6, then only a 4 count, 6-3-2-2. And now they're in 3 now, so Debbie, I fully expect her to lead a high heart.
Well, that would be a lot better than a low heart.
It's not
All right,
automatic to cash the king of hearts next, but I think what's going to happen is, right, so Michael plays the 10 and Debbie sees the jack.
Now she's just going to continue hearts.
Right, and it's just like, okay, I saw that partner played the 10, but why would declare play the jack from queen jack third, right? So
actually, it would be a really good play from queen jack third if they had more to do.
yeah, definitely.
Because you'll certainly get a continuation, but it's kind of one of those situations where, especially with queen third of spades, I guess she has the 10, but she's going to look there and go, okay, this seems like the best way. Okay, so they're going to pick up another 11.
Yeah, neither table reached the good 5-diamond contract. I'm a little surprised in the green room. They were uncontested in the auction, and West did open a diamond.
Well, the problem is that they chose to rebid 2-0 instead of, like, 3 clubs or something.
Yep.
I mean, 2-0 seems pretty normal, by the way. If anything, the hand's almost too good. It's almost a 2-0 opener. But it's hard at that point to get to 5 diamonds because there's no reason East should think that his partner has ace, king, queen of clubs and no heart stopper.
Yeah.
I mean, which is basically what it took. So.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. I guess it's a little tougher, but obviously, looking at the two hands, 5 diamonds is just cold. You lose a heart and a spade, and both 3-0 and 4 spades don't have great play, although 4 spades does make.
Yeah.
Blue room, we got a Texas auction going on. Looks like
an easy grand with the lays.
Yeah, the club hook works, the heart hook works, the spade hook works, everything works.
Clubs rough home so you can pitch a diamond from the other hand. I mean, just, bridge is an easy game.
Yeah, I can't believe that North didn't at least keycard.
Neither side sniffed at slam. Really disappointing.
Oh, so there aren't actually 10 boards to go. There's 10 boards to go today in the set, but then there's another 60 boards tomorrow.
Yeah, this is the first day of the 2-day match.
Yeah. But Rosenthal, aka Team Rosenberg, is doing quite well. Yeah, it'll be halftime at the end of this set.
Michael had an interesting... I mean, it looks like he made sort of a normal decision, but he sure had a good hand over here.
Yeah.
At the other table, May passed, which that was a decision that was made. But
right.
I mean, Debbie's certainly going to raise here, and so he'll get to 3 no trump.
You don't think they'll... I mean, Debbie will definitely bid Stamen, right?
Yeah, I mean, she's gonna force game though. I
Yeah.
mean, the thing is like, especially since both her heart and club holdings. I mean, presumably West is going to have heart and club tennises or whatever is outstanding. Like her hand just got better the way that this went,
Yep.
um, and she does force game.
Yeah, so she bids three spades, which is some sort of modified form of stamen for them.
Yeah, they might play. They might play transfers. I know that that's getting more common. That over a week two and a two level overcall, you just play transfers in every suit, and this allows you to get out in diamonds. This allows you to do some funky things with your 5 card majors.
Yeah, there's so this is kind of a funny question, but this had happened actually to us in the platinum pairs one time when I was playing. If your partner bids Stamen, do you ever show 4 cards in the opponent's major after Stamen? I think the answer is no. I believe that is not a playable suit anymore. But I had a hand in the platinum pairs actually playing against Anam Teba where she did. I had opened a spade in third seed, and she did respond 2 spades to Stamen, and got to a making 2 spade contract,
Nice.
which went down with.
You opened before.
What'd you
Sorry.
say?
I said seen you bid spades before, I guess.
Well, it's Oh, a heart pass a spade and no trump overcall, and then partner bids Stamen. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I mean, okay, to be fair, that's a little less bad than looking for a fit in the opponent's 5 card major, because you could still have a 4-4 spade fit, and despite the 4-1 split, it is your best spot.
Right. So Michael's in 3-0 here, and he's
Looks like he has
Hey,
9
Mark.
tricks. That 10 of diamonds is good.
He's gonna take more than 9, but he's got some
Oh yeah, you're right. He
decision.
just has 10 tricks. Ace of hearts, king of spades, and then 3 tricks in the minor suits.
What's probably likely to happen is Adam will come down to queen and 1 spade, and he'll finish cashing his tricks, and play king of spade. Although maybe not.
Well, a bit of an exciting hand in the blue room. I mean, 7 spades happens to make. The trump suit is 2-2. I guess you also need the queen of clubs to come down. Yeah, 6 spades isn't exactly a trivial contract, because if you just pull 2 rounds of trumps, you're at risk of losing a diamond in the east hand, or a club. So declare is going to need to be a little careful in 6.
I wonder what Chris is going to do here, because he's going to make. Yeah, I think he's going to make them all. Is he going to make them all? It's going to go diamond. He's going to cash the ace of hearts. No, diamond, diamond rough. Cross and hearts, diamond rough.
I don't think there's an obvious line of play. It's not clear to me whether you should just rough diamonds or whether you should pull 2 rounds of trumps and hope that the clubs come home in some way or another. Because you can make if either the queen of clubs falls or if clubs are 3-3. You can.
Right.
But you can't do that if you start roughing diamonds, because that's going to strip your late entry to the club. So Chris goes after the diamond roughs, which is sensible.
Yeah, and he's gonna cross in the ace of hearts, and he's going to ruff one more diamond.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wouldn't be surprised if he played ace of spades, spade. And now when that happens, he is going to take 13 because
I mean, I suspect at this point he's actually just going to go ace of spades, heart, rough, diamond, rough. Okay, or do this before cashing the spade ace. So heart, rough, diamond, rough. South can technically force a trump trick in North's hand by roughing with the jack of spades. But South pitches a heart.
Okay, well now it's just 12, right? Oh no, he can rough a heart now.
Yep.
But he won't do that because he doesn't know. Oh, he is gonna rough a heart.
Yep. Well, he didn't really have a choice, right?
He did take all 13 here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was good. That was without Queen Doubleton of clubs. He took all 13.
Yeah. Yeah, South could have prevented this, of course, by roughing the fourth diamond.
Yeah, the seven of spades by partner grows up. Cute.
Exactly. Okay, so that could be a swing board for a variety of reasons. I mean, it's possible to go down in six spades. It's possible to then make a grand. Maybe they, get to a different contract at the other table.
Yeah, they're not going to get to grand, though, because they're going to find out they're off queen fourth of trump.
Yep.
They've built up a bit of a pace lead.
Mm-hmm.
Pepsi's quick, May's quick, Chris is quick.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for sure. I guess that's an important consideration now, partnership-wise. If you are a slow player, you kind of need to find a fast partner.
Yeah. I'm going to guess here that Michael takes all 13.
Yeah, that sounds right. He will try and rough out the club suit, and it's going to come home, so he won't need either of the finesses. Or he won't need the spade finesse, even. I'm probably going to pitch two diamonds and the hearts.
Which is surely onside, by the way.
Yeah.
Because it was the nine of spades lead, and this isn't BBO, so it's not king nine third or fourth.
Yep.
Which somehow is standard for some parts of the internet.
Robot leads are the worst.
Well, this is humans that do this nonsense. I don't know what geographic region of the country that they taught people to lead the nine from honor nine length, but it sure happens an awful lot on the speed balls and 18 borders that
they're just playing inverted coded 10s and 9s, right? Rather than 0 or 2 higher, it's an odd number of cards higher.
Classic.
Yes.
Very classic. All right, so Michael takes all 13, which I was suspecting at the other table. I think May just threw it in without playing to squeeze or do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Actually watch closely, but it seems like any line of play gets 13 unless you claim a trick away.
Yeah. So 1 imp. Hopefully it doesn't cost the match, because it's a little sad seeing something like that happen, where it's just basically a misclaim. She was trying to play quickly.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to save time, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Definitely not the worst thing in the world. Let's see what's happening now that this is 41. I'm curious if the other one
Yeah, okay. I have cursed both of the matches, because this match they've picked up 32 since the start of the 34 since the start of the segment, and it was close. The other match started way out of reach. Looks like in the blue room, East West are well on their way to making 10 tricks in a heart contract, or sorry, 11 tricks in a heart contract. They will just lose the trump ace from here. Who's my co-commentator? This is Aaron Jones. He was here a few days back doing some of the team trial coverage, and I think he did some commentary on the other channel as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll be doing it again on Monday for segment 2
Okay.
with Harrison and James Holzhauer again.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
It'll be fine.
You need to get better co-commentators.
Harrison's a good kid.
That's true. That's what I said about Jolly. But for whatever reason, people think Jolly isn't a kid anymore.
He has quite the facial hair these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. He hasn't been a kid in a while, but James is letting me stay in his house for the summer while he skips town in Vegas. So I should give him some compliments also on being a wonderful commentator.
Oh yeah, no, James is of course awesome.
Oh, he's Mr. Personality, just all the time. Anyway,
Well,
let's see here. So, oh, sorry.
I was going to say Blue Room is way ahead of Green Room. And it looks like there's probably going to be another 4 of a major game. Although the question is just which direction. Whoa! Chris opens 2 hearts, and if that's not intermediate, I am going to yell at him. What is 2 hearts?
2 hearts is a decision that has been made.
Oh my god. Okay, well, 2 hearts past 4 hearts.
His partner's just going to bid 4. But I mean, now if you hold his hand, I mean, you feel horrible.
Yeah.
Whoops, I opened 2 hearts.
Yeah, these are some strong 2s that we have.
I won't make a slam here.
Mm-hmm.
May's going to lead a spade, and
I mean, the auction hasn't ended, right? Like, South could balance, and South does.
oh my god. Well, time for the redouble of all time.
Well, West
Chris
elects to pass. I don't...
This is going to hit 4 spades for sure.
Yeah. But so what are we doing as West? I mean, are we passing this out? Are we...
I think we're supposed to, right? Partner hit 4 spades, and we don't, unless we have an agreement like hitting it means I thought I was making 4, and then Amber's going to have a real tough problem.
Right. Yep.
Okay, she passes quickly. So, a common treatment, I mean, this is one I have with my partners, is if a preempting side, the preemptor gets the game or something, and they bid over it, the double by the preemptor, especially in a spot like this, just says, hey, I thought we were making and I want to bid again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So.
Yeah, I think that is very common by preemptors because, like, you can't really I mean, Chris kind of does have a penalty double, but as a preemptor, you can't really have a penalty double of the opponent's auction.
Right.
So.
They stopped in 4 spades at the other table, by the way, so...
yeah, I mean, I'm not that surprised, right? Like, getting to 6 spades is nice. Obviously, there are 13 tricks available, but...
No. This is 100% on Adam. I mean, at the other table, after they made a 3-diamond mini splinter, East hand bid Blackwood and drove to slam, which is definitely closer to reality than this 1 cubit and stop maneuver that East pulled off.
Well, okay, hold on, right? Like, what is this 4-heart bid?
Well, she was probably unsure about 3 hearts.
Yes, true, but 3 hearts, presumably some sort of control type bid. Don't you bid 4 clubs?
What was the alert on 3 diamonds?
Mini splinter.
Okay, well then now I mean, four hearts makes no sense then.
Right.
I have I have the ace king of clubs. I mean, maybe Adam, with Jack third of clubs and his partner cubiting four hearts instead of four clubs.
See?
I guess I guess maybe this wasn't on East. My bad.
Yeah.
It's definitely not on East.
Yeah, that's my thought. But okay, so he's in four spades. He's going to play the hand, a bit less optimistically, and it looks like he's just planning to cash a couple of rounds of trumps and cross rough, and be very disappointed when everything works. So swing to Rosenthal.
So he was going to be ace king of clubs probably first.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
and now he claim. Okay, so 13 more to Rosenthal. You really are the kiss of death for close matches, aren't you?
I am. This isn't the first time. I think this happened when I was watching like the Vanderbilt as well. Like I would pull up a match where it was like tied with 1 quarter to go, and 3 boards into the third quarter, one team was ready to concede.
So, in the blue room here, Amber is deciding what to do. But given what has happened so far, yeah, 100% on Adam. I didn't see that his partner had bypassed a club cubid.
And a diamond cubid.
Well, let me just say that him even bidding 3 hearts over 3 diamonds seems kind of unnecessary with ace fourth of diamonds, a 5th spade, and what else? He had something else too. He had like the ace of something else. I mean, he just had a Blackwood bid over 3 diamonds.
Probably,
so,
yeah.
That's, it's Kitty. I gotta think Adam thought that hearts was natural, because otherwise 4 hearts makes no sense.
Sure.
So, I mean, as it is with 4 spades and 4 hearts, bidding 4 hearts makes no sense anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But
True. Yeah, you're right. Amber is well in the tank about what to do on this small diamond off dummy, which
she shouldn't be, but
yeah.
I mean, Chris led the deuce of hearts, which she might think, actually at this stage, showed like a club void or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we call this tired in Southern California. Just for the where this accent is. But anyway, she might think that Chris led the deuce of hearts because he was roughing clubs. So she may not have a pure count on this, and if he was void in clubs, there's a chance that he's 4-6-3-0.
Yep.
In which case she might need to hop.
Very true. But I mean, like, you don't want to lead a club away from the king necessarily. You'll have another chance later, I'm guessing.
No, but I'm gonna just go ahead. I mean, she should play a spade, which hopefully she does. But I wouldn't be like completely shocked to see her play a low club here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, she didn't.
She does play spade. I think it is worth noting that Chris, with a bunch of natural trump tricks, did not want to lead his singleton club, which was, maybe not the greatest decision double dummy here. He would have preferred to set up partners king jack of clubs, but that's why he didn't lead his singleton. So it's a good Pandora station, tired in California.
Tired in SoCal,
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been told I have a face for radio, so providing commentary in this form isn't so bad.
Mm.
All right, so now Pepsi will just...
Pepsi's in a lot of trouble. I mean, he has no way back to hand to rough the...
Yeah, I noticed that. Actually, I guess the cute double dummy solution is to play a club off the dummy.
Well, there isn't a solution.
Well, what I'm saying is, if he plays a club off the dummy and Chris has to win it, he either has to sacrifice his spade trick or let him rough the thing in the dummy because he has the 2 natural spades.
Yeah, but we're allowed to play double dummy for defense, right? So Amber can win the king of clubs and then give partner club ruff.
And then he can cash the king of spades.
Yeah, and then a heart.
Yeah. Well, as it is, he's going to be not super happy. He's going to probably ruff with the queen, which isn't going to matter.
Yep. Or pitch a club? No, he roughs. Okay, so Chris over roughs, cashes the king of spades and the king of hearts. We'll then exit
another heart, probably. Or
I mean,
a heart.
Yeah, honestly, I would just exit the club queen. But it probably doesn't matter. The club queen makes partner's life a little easier. Turns out preemptor's double was for penalty. I think it was. Otherwise, Amber, I suspect, would have bid again with just the stiff spade.
Yeah. Well, they probably... I would doubt they have an agreement, but...
Yeah. It is a fairly common expert agreement to have, though, is that double by preemptor is like... I don't know if extra offense is how you would put it, but that's how I would describe it, extra offense. So what is this going to be down? We get another heart. Oh, he doesn't even cash the king of hearts. He just plays the queen of clubs immediately. Oh, of course, because Amber was going to be in a bit of a bind if he played a heart through. Amber wouldn't have known what to do. So the queen of clubs is a strong play by Chris. Down 3. But they are ahead of the green room, so we'll have to see what they do in the green room on that board. Because I think 4 hearts is making. Losing just a trick in every suit other than the trump suit. Could be a small swing either way.
Yeah, it'll be a small pickup for Wildavsky, I'm guessing, because...
You don't think Michael is going to balance with double over 4 hearts?
I will wager as much money as we would like to wager that the auction will not go the same.
I think that's true, mostly because East opened 2 hearts with a 7-card suit. But
so if it goes 3 hearts, pass 4 hearts, pass, maybe that hand doubles? That's still a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, doubling was already a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows?
What do we do with South in the blue room? Are we doubling 4 hearts? I would. Okay.
What were we prognosticating about?
Well, the opponent's Texas into 4 hearts, and we have ace, queen, 5th of trumps, and an outside ace.
The only... I mean... Yeah.
Oh,
You'd
look at
have
this.
to-
9 of clubs from Jack, 9, 8, 5th.
Yeah, what'd I tell you? Second best.
Yeah. I guess Pepsi has convinced his partner to play Polish leads. Thanks for stopping by, V8. Have a good brunch. See you later.
Brunch? What time is it?
That is an Aussie.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I go after them when trumps aren't splitting. I think I would double four
Well,
hearts.
you'd have to be sure that double was penalty. That's one concern.
Ah, okay. Fair point. Yes, fair point.
Yeah, that's the only part that's a little wiggly.
Oh, okay, let me fix my whispers. Don't worry, I will get on it. I will get on this and find out how to make it so that people can contact me. I think this isn't the first time someone said they tried to contact me on Twitch and was unable to. I will figure out how to do this. Soon TM. Account settings. Notifications. On Twitch. Some notifications turned on. Is there a whispers? There's no whispers.
Yeah, so they took their 2 aces, so this will just be down 1. Yeah, Adam opened 1 heart. So.
That is much more sensible. 10 count.
Well, they are going to. They're definitely still going to be in 4 spades. They might even push to 5 hearts here.
Yeah.
This is brutal. They're gonna pick up on this.
Well, I mean, 5 hearts isn't down yet.
Oh, I mean,
Go to whisper icon.
I mean, the person who wins the ace of spades just has to play their partner for the king of diamonds, I think, because what else
whisper
could be?
icon settings. My only settings are enable do not disturb or mark all whispers as red.
And Kitty bids black key card, so. Well, this may induce. Oh, Michael's not going to push because Michael's got too much defense.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so
oh, my partner opened 1 heart and then bid 4 hearts over this spade thing. I mean, geez, I would also bid key card with the West hand.
Yeah.
I mean, geez, I sure don't need much.
Enable do not disturb, but it's do not disturb. Okay, I have enabled do not disturb. I don't think that possibly is going to go the way that you want. I'll look into this off stream. But yes, I will make sure to try and enable my whispers in the future. You are not the first person who has asked to contact me on Twitch or told me that it doesn't work. Don't do that. I've turned it back off, but I'll figure this out sometime when I am not in the middle of doing commentary. Okay. So 4 hearts in the blue room ends up going 2 down. I'm not really surprised by that. The 5-0 trump split, I think, was just going to pose too much of a difficulty to declare. Can I whisper to you? V8S.
Make sure it's sweet nothings also.
I have blocked whispers from strangers. By sending a whisper, you will allow them to whisper. I have blocked whispers from strangers. When did I do this? Okay. Boom. Done.
Well, unfortunately, things fell apart a little bit. And honestly, it's extremely hard to blame Michael for this.
Yep.
I mean, his partner bid 2 spades in this live auction, and he has this mountain over here.
Yeah, it's a bit of a strange auction. So if the opponents were in a legitimate 2/1 auction, I think the 2 spade bid by North is fine. But 2 clubs was not game forcing. So that's what makes it feel a little weird to me.
Yeah, I mean, either way, there's just no way in the world that Michael isn't bidding. I mean, the only one he would have let go, I'm guessing, is 6 hearts, just because of the ace and king. But there's no way he was letting go of 5 hearts favorable. I mean, I have a lot of sympathy for this.
Right.
And Debbie's hand was in the cookie jar, and this hand is going to go very poorly.
Yeah, so it's probably going to be a swing to Wildowski. The question is just how much. I think East-West got all of their tricks at the other table. So it's possible that Declare could steal a trick here somehow and end up going down one less. Maybe it will be a push board.
This is not off to a great start.
Defensively?
Well, for their side, I mean, I guess it's a natural that they're roughing with.
Yeah.
But they're going to lose 2 spades, 2 clubs, a diamond. 2 spades, 2 clubs, a diamond. Actually,
I think that
maybe
might be it.
Yeah, this actually might be okay, but I mean, it's hard to.
So I think, kind of for me, the big thing about this is Adam elected to lead his singleton club. Granted, the auction was a bit different at his table, whereas Chris Walenkin, knowing that he didn't really want a rough, I don't think Adam believed he wanted a rough. I think he just thought that the club lead was the best thing for his side.
Right.
That's just not going to work out for them. Because now Dummy has all these winners set up, so East can start roughing in with natural trump tricks, but Declare is going to be able to pitch all of her heart losers on the 10 of clubs, king of diamonds.
I can still play a. I can still play a spade now.
Yeah, but I expect Declare to win the ace and go queen of diamonds out of hand, rough a heart, you know.
Yeah. True.
Yep.
Just another easy push board.
Exactly. Oop, excuse me.
Although he's got to be a little careful here. Yeah, in fact, well, actually, Debbie should probably play the ace now, because East has shown up with 1 club, 2 diamonds, and Debbie should certainly play the ace here, because East can't have 9 freaking hearts and West have this limit raise, right? She actually has the whole hand counted out, because she, in fact, might be asking questions now about what Kitty's options were. She does play the ace.
Okay, great. We...
Just another push.
Yeah, so we see the push in the green room, a bit of stronger defense from Chris Walenkin and Amber Lynn on their side. And we do see a bit of a tamer hand in the blue room, just 1 no trump in the west, or diamond opener.
Something must be wrong.
No more doubled contracts at the 5 level. Not today. I suspect Amber is going to play on spades because, like, what else? It doesn't make a ton of sense to play on clubs. You don't want to play on diamonds. That's just helping the opponent set up that suit. And hearts is not the suit you want to touch. So I have to imagine she's going to lead a with spade now. The question is
probably.
just, you know, like, how is she going to handle it if North plays low? Because, like, spade to the 9 can pick up, for instance, honor doubleton with North, jack doubleton or 10 doubleton.
Yeah, but realistically, I don't think you're doing that. I think she's just going to play a spade to the queen. That
I,
seems to provide.
yeah, I mean, I probably would too.
Yeah.
But why hasn't she done it? It is
She can be deliberate.
very deliberate. Yeah, that's the word that you're supposed to use for slow players. Okay, she continues the queen of clubs. This feels weird to me.
She's just powering out a club trick and letting her opponents break hearts, I guess.
Yeah, but they've already showed that they're attacking diamonds. Okay, apparently South has elected not to attack diamonds. That feels
Well,
strange.
you must never forget the time-honored tradition of put the client on lead.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
that's true.
you know, tomato, tomato.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I mean, South tried a diamond, but then I guess was unhappy with the way the first round of diamonds had went, and then switched to spade suit. That's one of the things that I think, I guess, strong players just understand about no trump contracts. That if you make the wrong opening lead, it tends to be correct to continue making that wrong opening lead rather than to break a different suit. Like it's
Right.
somewhat infrequent to have it be the right thing to do to switch suits later in the play.
Right.
So, yeah, it looks like Declare is doing quite well. And now with that spade pitch, I'm sure Amber is going to be very happy to believe that the spade suit is coming home.
I mean, Pepsi's going to play the 10 of hearts here, probably.
Yeah. 10 of hearts, or maybe try the king of diamonds first, which also isn't going to go particularly well for his side.
Yeah.
So let's see, board 55, this is the one where the other room had a Texas auction to reach 4 hearts. West had opened a no trump with her kind of unbalanced 15. In this room, Kitty Cooper elects to open a diamond. Get a heart from East. We'll definitely see a spade if you've elected to open a diamond.
Yeah, and now Adam has a very difficult bidding problem.
Mm-hmm. Would you try 2 no?
Oh, I mean, 2-0 is that's yucky, I think is the right way to describe this. They're gonna probably stay low. I wouldn't be surprised if he bid like 2 hearts.
Yeah,
Honestly.
2 hearts is possible. Like, you can't bid 3 hearts. I think you're choosing between, say, 1 no, 2 no, and 2 hearts. Those would be my choices.
He did bid 2 hearts.
So yeah, he bids 2 hearts. And that's just got to pass out. I mean, I don't think West can do anything over 2 hearts. So
although over a slow two hearts, this you might have another call over a slow 2 hearts.
Yep, that's true. The thing is, I believe that 3 no is the most likely game from the West hand. It's not going to be 4 hearts.
Well, I agree that the high stuff is lacking. I'm surprised West didn't open a no trump, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Not that I think I bet this hand's like low 14s for Kaplan and Rubens, but just for funsies, let's take a peek.
Oh, I doubt it. I mean, King, Queen, Jack, 10, 5th is huge.
But King Jack Doubleton is not.
Yeah, King, Jack, Doubleton's pretty bad.
No aces and all this. KNR's 13.9.
13.9, oh my god.
What did I say? Low 14s? Okay,
Yeah.
so that was right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, Adam is in 2 hearts, and I think pretty happily so. He sees that he's off 3 aces, as well as the trump queen.
Yeah, I like what Amber and Chris did to get to 4 hearts. I mean, it doesn't have to be such a bloodbath.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes like what, Queen Doubleton of Hearts on side to make this.
Yeah, it's
So
a bad contract. You don't
it's
want to be
bad.
there, but
Yeah, it's
it's
definitely
fine.
bad.
Um, the issue though is I think like South 100% should hit it.
Again, I think the issue is whether that's penalty or not.
Oh yeah. You said that before and I forgot.
Oh, but South is a passed hand.
Yep.
Okay, well, South being a passed hand will make it penalty, probably. But
Yeah, probably.
as an unpassed hand, I mean, if they open a no trump to your left and righty Texas, I mean, you could certainly have a takeout double of four hearts. I mean, they could be Texasing on, Queen Jack 10 seventh or, some hand with a seventh heart with no values. So you
Right.
certainly need to be able to compete in those situations.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
if it wasn't a passed hand, it's not altogether clear to me, depending on what their methods are over a no trump, where South could now be making like a force to the 4 level decision,
Yeah.
which, or 5 level even.
Yeah, for sure. Um, and I suppose one consideration is we saw South in this blue room actually make that very light double of four hearts in a different auction, right? It went two
Right.
hearts, pass four hearts, pass double. So maybe that's something that is worth considering, that the South could still believe that she has a takeout double of hearts in that spot.
Right, absolutely. Right, absolutely.
So okay, well, small pickup then. I mean, not small, like 7 imps, right? Pickup to Woldowski for staying low on this board
Oh,
55.
we'll see how many tricks he makes. I mean,
I think he's going
if
to take the
he
same 8.
I was thinking that if you were really looking, you could take 9, but I guess
There's a spade rough looming.
oh, I see.
Yeah. So Michael will be able to get his spade rough in this room once partner wins the diamond ace. Um, well, in 57, East West have ended up in 4 spades. I mean, a bit of a complicated auction. Pepsi had opened his 5-5 in the red suits 2 hearts. That's a fairly common Polish style thing.
Oh my God, I can't. Okay, Amber's 4 spade bid is from a planet that someday they will discover.
Yeah,
I
so
mean, maybe with 4 trump, you're always supposed to raise, but oh my God, this is definitely testing the always raise theory.
yeah. I mean, Chris's hand is kind of bad for the auction. He has a 20 count, which includes the stiff king of the opponent's suit. His spade suit is about the worst that he could realistically have to make a takeout double and then bid his own suit.
Yeah, and Pepsi's found kind of an unfortunate switch here,
Yeah.
rather than a low diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
But it shouldn't really matter.
it's not. It's going to turn out not to matter with the clubs not 3-3.
Yeah.
But if the
Right.
clubs had been 3-3, you could see the diamond going away here on a third round.
Yeah, I think it's hard to not bid with Amber's hand. For one thing, like maybe on a good day for the opponent's 4 hearts is making, and you're just bidding 4 spades as a down 1 save. But you could imagine Chris had 1 more spade and 1 fewer diamond, and now he loses a heart, a diamond, and he's on like a trump guess, basically.
But here's my problem. Like, isn't I mean, I don't know. We're getting to a point here where maybe I'm just out to lunch, but like, isn't East like reopening double here? Like, whenever I want to be in 4 spades, like if like I'm just thinking like if Chris shuts it down over 4 hearts, I don't know. Maybe I still want to bid 4 spades for insurance. Maybe it's not that bad. I don't know.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
definitely tough when you have a big fit and You have to decide, are we like bidding on, or are we just going after the opponents? How bad is four hearts, by the way? They have a heart trick.
Oh, you have a heart, two clubs, a diamond. It's going to go down.
Yeah.
Anyway, four spades just seems, maybe I'm resulting a little. Let me just think about this.
Like, is it possible that Chris's hand is king, queen, sixth, stiff, ace doubleton, ace, king, queen, fourth?
King, queen, sixth, stiff, ace doubleton, ace, king, queen, fourth. Is that the hand we were given?
I mean, essentially one loser in the minors.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting, I mean, at some point you're going to get to the level of strength that he's going to double again.
Yeah,
over three.
You're right. You're probably right about that.
But I mean, but the thing is, with Amber's hand, with like four spades and essentially out, if you're always bidding four spades, you might be bidding four spades just to catch some of the hands that are like giving up on four hearts and don't know. You know, like king, queen, fifth of spades, stiff heart, you know.
Yep.
Ace of diamonds, ace, king, queen of clubs, something like that. I don't know. Maybe even then it's bananas, but who knows?
Sure.
All right, 56. What's happening here?
Yeah, I'm going to quickly point out the blue room. I mean, this is going to be a very fast hand to defend. They're going to cash the first 5 heart tricks. Although Chris led the deuce of hearts.
I would hope this is attitude. I mean, that might just be what they're doing.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. So hopefully they'll cash the first 5 hearts. But North-South do make 4 spades, so this is a potential for a swing board. In the green room, we will have to be careful. But yeah, let's take a look at 56. What's going on? They're in 2 clubs. Their heart opening bid to take out double. And then East. How do you feel about 2 clubs versus a no trump from East?
I cannot imagine that I would ever bid 2 clubs here. I mean, that's like, I mean, I get that my partner's a passed hand, but like, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, if you told me that the auction was about to go pass, regardless of which one I chose, then I might bid 2 clubs. Sure. You know, thinking partner's a passed hand, they'll have 4x1s a lot. Although it's a little weird that I would ever buy 2 clubs if that's what's happening. But
yeah, then the opponents have 8 hearts between them.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, but boy, Amber is in the tank over there.
I'm wondering if Chris led the deuce of hearts trying to convince Declarer that the heart suit was splitting. And he might have fooled his partner on this one. It's not terribly uncommon for expert players to do this like 5th best lead against no trump for that reason. But
well, it depends. It's definitely something you have to have talked about.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, on first thought, I assumed that they were playing attitude leads, which actually, I suppose, in theory, one could ascertain their convention card. Let's take a peek here.
Ooh.
Did she switch?
She switched to the 9 of clubs, which I don't even understand the 9 of clubs. If you're going to switch to a club, definitely a low one has to be better. Looking at the 10 third and dummy.
Yeah, I'm going to start to not talk about what happened on this. All right, let's see here. Where is this mix thing?
I mean, for Declarer has to do the right thing. Like, I think if Declarer could have taken the diamond hook through West, he probably would have. But he just doesn't have the entries to do so. So he's just going to have to run the spades and go king of diamonds, diamond to the jack, and the queen's going to pop up in front of him. So it could have been a swing if North-South were able to find their spade fit at the other table. But Pepsi is going to be very happy to score up 3-0. close call for Wildowski on that one. In two clubs, Declarer is not doing so hot. The other room was allowed to play one no trump in the West.
Pardon the
Well,
noise outside. Life in the big city.
the police are coming for you, it sounds like.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, I'm trying to find trying and failing to find
The convention cards on the USBF site.
Okay, here we go. Maybe this will do it. Did this get Oh, this guy. Okay, somehow I found it. The USBF site needs a hug. But here we go. System. All right, ACBL convention card. Generating PDF. Boy, they tried all the bells and whistles, didn't they? All right, general opening leads. No, it says fourth from an honor, second from 4 small. No, from 4 plus.
Yeah, I think Chris tried something on the heart lead, and it didn't help. Now, I'm still not convinced that Amber should have switched suits, but it is.
Well, I mean, they are playing second and fourth through declare, so that's why she played the 9.
Okay.
But I mean, playing the declare for like king and a club is not crazy.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, very true. And if you don't think that your partner can have a 5-card heart suit, then you need another trick. Like, even if you're taking the top 4 hearts, you still need an extra trick from your partner. So the club switch is a lot more sensible.
Yeah, especially with 4 little diamonds, looking at the diamonds and the dummy. I mean, you're looking, thinking, well, what tricks do we have, you know?
Right. Yeah, and Chris, so I think that one's probably on Chris, that the contract was not beaten just for the opening lead. But it's still quite a large lead to Rosenthal. I mean, Wildowski has picked up a little bit over the past few hands.
Yeah, he went down 1 and 2 clubs, so that's 4 more, 56. But the result on 58 is better than it could have been.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Pepsi going to be very happy that he made his contract.
All right, so Debbie doesn't open 2 hearts.
Right.
So I wouldn't be shocked if East just didn't get anywhere then all of a sudden.
Yeah, so it will probably go spade pass by West, or would you bid a no trump or something, or would you bid 2 spades?
I would bid a no trump, but I mean, I would just never. Oh, she passed.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, Debbie's certainly not going to pass.
No.
So we'll see what happens here.
I wonder what one no is for them.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
That would be nice if you could do that. I mean, I don't think you really want to balance 2 spades on the north hand.
Double can't get you in too much trouble unless partner floats it.
Yeah.
Debbie's sitting here thinking about it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Michael is very rooting for her to bid, by the way. With his hand.
Yep. I was going to say, I think, yeah, see, I was curious whether Debbie would just like pick a suit and bid it, and hearts makes more sense than diamonds. Because if you double, your partner's never going to place you with a 5-card heart suit and might not compete to the right level.
I mean, Michael's got a raise, right?
Yep. Probably bids 2 spades, right? Good raise.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine if his partner had 1 more spade and 1 less club. I mean, this would be game in hearts.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, his hand is a mountain all of a sudden.
Yep. So I do expect Michael does something. I mean, do you think he's just going to bid for hearts?
Maybe. I mean, he has a moose, so he's going to do something.
Yeah, he does have a good hand. You know, the fact that West passed over a spade probably makes him think his king of clubs is a very good value as well.
King of diamonds, yeah.
Yeah, king of diamonds, ace queen of spades,
Yeah,
of course, great. So,
yeah, and queen fourth of hearts. I mean,
mhm.
imagine if Debbie just had king jack fifth of hearts and ace fifth of diamonds.
Yep.
I mean, then game would just be a rock.
Yeah, exactly.
So he might just bid four hearts with this hand. I think he's certainly thinking about it.
Yep. Yeah, one of the things he might be wondering is how likely is it the partner's short in spades? Because if partner has like three small spades over there, his hand doesn't become as good anymore. Okay, he bids two spades.
Yeah, I mean the only problem with that is that whenever a partner has even too small, they're not going to like their holding.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Debbie's got to bid three diamonds now, right? Like,
Yep.
I mean, she might bid three hearts, but I mean, yeah, she does bid three diamonds. I was going to say, I mean, she's, and by the way, Michael is certainly going to bid game now
Mm-hmm.
because his hand is incredible all of a sudden, and he doesn't think that his opponents have nine spades the way this has gone.
Yeah, I think so.
So if his partner can bid three diamonds, I mean, yeah, I, just for the record, he didn't know it was his turn to bid. Otherwise, that would have come out faster.
Good point. Good point. Good point. So, yeah,
Shotgunning.
four hearts, and I mean, like Adam does. I think Adam does well not to double. The contract is going down. You know, the defense has four tricks, but Adam just doesn't know what's happening and figures that the opponents might rabbi his stiff king on this auction.
Well, I can see Debbie playing the jack of clubs, and now I guess he's supposed to cash another club. But again, look at this hand from Adam's perspective. Like the declare, okay, he does play a high club, but like, how could the declare have a stiff spade the way this has gone? Like,
That's true,
how
but I
does
mean, a
that
spade
help?
switch he knows doesn't help. So
Yeah,
may as well try it. The second club. It's not like it costs, even if declare roughs this trick. Like, so what? They take a roughing finesse and then you score the queen next anyway.
right, right. So this is just going to be a quiet down one and four hearts. So it'll be six. I'll go ahead and call them, uh, questionably deserved.
Very much deserved. Excellently bid at both tables.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I confess I have no issue with any of Michael's decisions.
Yep.
I
Yep.
feel that and honestly, I feel for Debbie to bid two hearts here.
Mm-hmm.
You might double, but two hearts is fine.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, it's like hard for that to be bad too.
Definitely. Debbie might take some time to go down one. I mean, I suppose, is thinking about putting in the spade queen here, being like, how is it possible that Kitty holds on to the spade king in this spot, just for some extra safety against some bad breaks.
Well, Debbie's got to think that. I mean, Debbie's actually probably going to know that her righty doesn't have anything because she only has three spades. And East, it's not like East bid two or three spades over the two hearts.
Yeah.
East just doubled. So,
Right.
like,
Yep.
and if my righty really has four spades and passed one spade, I've got a pretty rough idea of the high card holding over there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, let's take a look into the blue room because Debbie will be at this for a while, but we can see nothing matters. She's just going to be one down. One no redoubled currently. Pepsi trying to run.
I think I would also.
Yeah, I mean, West makes I would say, a fairly aggressive double of a no trump. East opened a club in third seat, white on red, and you have just a 10 count.
Well, I mean, you kind of have to double here just with 10. I mean, yes, your partner could be opening light, but like, how do you get to four hearts, or how do you get to any of these things if you don't double now? Like you certainly couldn't pass with 10.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
I
the
think this
alternative, I
falls
guess, is
into-
two clubs.
Yeah, I mean, and the two clubs could be just completely ridiculous with this hand. Right.
It's true. It is.
Like,
Yeah, definitely true.
I've got a balanced 10. Let's compete on my Jack fourth opposite partner's one club opener. Or I could double to show 9 plus. Which one of these am I going to do? Or a good 8 even.
I think it's maybe a bit of a style thing, but we had noticed for Joe Grew and Brad Moss, who I'd been following for a lot of the U.S. team trials, that Joe and Brad. So I don't think Joe would double one no in this spot after partners. Well, partner would have opened a diamond playing precision for them.
Yeah. Yeah. No, because, but they open like every 10 and like some good 9s and crap. So,
Yep.
I mean, your ranges have to be. In fact, Joey is more likely to have opened the West hand in a precision context. In fact, he probably would at these colors. He'd probably open a precision diamond and he wouldn't face this problem. So, anyway.
PJ, is that a direct quote? When partner opens in third seed, a double of their no trump overcall shows 13 or more. The implication being that you did not open a 13 count in first seat.
Oops. Just a small oversight.
Yeah.
Totally unavoidable. All right, so Debbie did go down 1.
Yep. Debbie has
Unlucky.
managed to go one down, and so Amber has a decision over 2 diamonds. The way it looks like they're playing is that this double of 2 clubs was penalty for clubs, and Chris's pass of 2 diamonds suggests he doesn't want to penalize 2 diamonds. So
Yeah. She's got kind of a normal, very, very slow double of 2 diamonds, we would say.
a normal slow double of 2 diamonds.
I mean, she has a hand that would make a slow double of 2 diamonds, so, I mean, here we are, I kind of don't want to pass, but I'm not penalizing.
Well, I think Chris's pass is forcing. Uh-oh.
Well,
Okay.
he now got to the point where she said, my partner opened white on red in third seat. I think the party's over.
Yeah.
And if my partner doesn't want to double 2 diamonds, well.
But what is
Here we
Chris
are.
supposed to do if he's got like 4? Let's say Chris was 4-4-2-3 in shape with like a 13 count. I think he bids this
it's
way.
Unclear. I mean, I think that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, certainly from Amber's hand, it looks like the double of 2 clubs is business. But I will say that in these kind of situations, the normal thing is that doubles take out by either side.
Yep.
And you're in some kind of force up through high into the 2 level.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask because, right, I think you're absolutely right that most people would play the double, the first double by either player is takeout when you make a value showing double or redouble. And then you tend to be forcing through like either 2 hearts or like the opponents can't play doubled below some level of contract, but 2 diamonds is probably not it. So.
Yeah. Well, Pepsi's got 3 diamond tricks, a heart, 2 clubs. Probably going to be down 2 if the defense does this right. What does the solver think? Oh, the solver thinks it's down 1. Okay, why is it down 1?
I mean, I suspect it's down 1. It looks like, especially after the spade pitch, it looks like Declare can strip west of spades and kind of throw them in to get like a club lead away from the jack later, maybe. That seems possible. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the declaring side tackles hearts, I mean, I mean, very surely double dummy, this is some kind of strip squeeze. But, like, it's not clear to me at all. Wait, am I miscounting? Oh, 3 diamonds. No, 3 diamonds, 2 clubs, and a heart.
Mm-hmm.
What am I missing here? I guess the squeeze must still be operating. But, like, what is stopping Chris from playing, like, his shoe here?
Well, so on a low heart switch, it's going to go...
Can't she just win it, cash a spade, and play a heart? I mean, I guess this is the same kind of thing, but like...
Yeah, but so like, what's going to happen, right, is... Okay, let's suppose Amber had cashed a spade, just to simplify the analysis here. Declarer would ruff a heart.
Yeah, now he's just down 2 here, just out of nowhere. Yeah, because she can just play a club. Which she should, because she knows playing a heart is setting up a trick.
How is Declarer down 2 then?
Well, I mean, just look at the tricks. I mean, the thing is, they play a club to the queen.
Okay, and Declarer leads the 3 of clubs then.
Okay, so she ducks, and Pepsi gets the or Chris gets the last.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, Declare could have won the 10 of clubs, but then would have 2 spade losers. I get it.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Anyway, it is down 2. I mean, you'd have to really read what was happening and do some kind of fancy strip squeeze to go down 1.
No. It's not that hard once West had thrown that spade to come down to 2 spades, because if you can play 2 rounds of spades, you can lead the 10 of clubs in a position where if East covers with the king, or if East covered with the queen, you can win the ace and then exit a heart to West to lead into your king 9 of clubs. And if Chris didn't cover with the queen of clubs, West would have to win the jack and then play a heart back, but then you can take a club finesse against the queen.
Okay.
Anyway.
I just wasn't seeing it because I thought the timing, I thought that...
Yeah, it was a complicated hand, play-wise, but Pepsi does go down 2.
In a situation, well, they stopped in 2 spades instead of 3-0 in the other room, by the way.
Whoops, wrong match. They stopped in 2 spades instead of...
I'm surprised at Debbie that she didn't just bid game, but I guess she didn't want to hang partner for drawing light. I think her hand is much too good to just let it be 2 spades.
Oh, got it. Yeah, on the previous board. So we're down to just 1 table to play, so 2 boards left to go in this set, and then 60 more boards tomorrow. But Wildowski has picked up a little bit in this segment.
The Rosenthal team's been a little shaky at both tables. Wow, this is I guess she's in 3rd seat. Okay, I was going to say, my God.
The 1 heart opener with just 3 kings.
Like, man, I mean, I like to open the bidding too, but holy crap.
A lot of the finesses are working.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for the Queen of Diamonds and East Hand, I mean, Game and Hearts would be a rock.
Yep.
And even as it is, you got to be kind of careful here. I suppose after a spade lead, it's pretty normal for West to play a diamond.
Yeah,
But
I think so.
oh my God, you could just be making game here real fast.
Right.
They did get to four hearts in the other room.
They did, and I suspect they're going to get to four hearts very quickly in this room as well.
Well, if Michael bids 2-no, let's say, Debbie's going to bid three hearts, and now it becomes an issue of whether this is the kind of thing that they might do. No,
Okay.
he bids three spades. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I was curious whether or not he might just force to the four level, which he does. I feel like it's a bit much with a singleton spade to go slower than this.
yeah, I mean, again, it's just a question of like where your third seed opening kind of style lies. I mean, I don't like necessarily want to be, because if partners open a heart light, I don't know. I wouldn't want to make it easier on them to bid four spades. That's kind of where I'm thinking here.
Sure.
I think with 2-no and having all the tickets like this, like, you know, yeah, I don't know. I could always give my 4-card limit raise and then raise three hearts to four hearts if I wanted to force that way anyway.
Sure.
And Debbie bid four hearts, which I assume shows nada.
Yeah, that's got to be the minimum bid. Some sort of fast arrival type thing. Makes sense.
Yeah, the general principle is that when they double you and you're already forced to a particular level, bidding at that level is generally the worst possible.
Yeah.
Okay, so we see some Adam's gonna have to, well, I mean, the defense has to be getting this right, because as soon as West wins the lead, they're gonna put a diamond on the table looking at this dummy.
You would hope so.
Well, I mean, to look at the dummy. I mean, what suit do I want to play through the declare?
Yeah. Like, I might be a little concerned if Debbie plays a club right now and Adam wins the ace and then plays a spade, that West might be like, oh, this is great. I need to prevent spade ruffs in dummy, and continues spades. Or it continues hearts. Okay, moment of truth. Spade to the ace?
No. This is a diamond. I mean, this
Zero
is like
chance.
the
Okay,
fastest.
you're right.
This is
Fast
the fastest diamond ever. I mean, I have Jack and a club, and the dummy has King 10 fifth. I mean, I'm just, and a million heart entries, and the hearts are known to be 2-2 at best for our side. I mean, this was the easiest switch of all.
Fair. Okay. So that is four hearts down one. Yeah, push in both rooms.
I'd be curious to see what happens in the other room, because if South had the auction to themselves, they would just play in 1-no and take however many tricks they're going to take on that front.
Which hand?
On 60.
Oh, okay.
This one coming up.
Yeah, coming up.
Chris opened a club, which you know, let his side compete a little. But if it goes three passes to a no trump, I mean, I gotta think that that'll just end the auction.
Right.
I would be more likely to open a spade, honestly, in this situation than I would a club. All right.
So Adam likes to pass.
This is gonna go. Yeah, this is gonna go 1-no float. And after a heart lead, Michael will probably play small. And Adam will win the queen, probably, or go up queen. I don't think he's supposed to put in the 8 with Jack and 1. Let's see, when does
Declare has one of the 10 or 9, right, from the opening lead? Oh, but you're saying, like, you can pick up King 9 fourth or something by putting in the 8?
Well, I'm just trying to decide whether I'm supposed to put in the 8 or something.
Yeah.
Maybe you're supposed to. I don't know. I'm trying to think of if I know this is a fourth best heart.
I think it's like you pick up King 10 fourth, King 9 fourth is a wash, and all other holdings are worse.
I don't think this is trivial at all, though. Which heart to play? You said, what did you decide? You decided King 9 fourth. I needed to do it.
No. King 10 fourth. It gains a trick by putting in the 8. King 9 fourth is a wash because you can play the queen and then you can cross to your partner's king later and eventually get back in and put another heart through. And all other holdings, I think it's worse. But he does put in the 8.
This is really one of those things that this what just happened right now is a very big advertisement for the whole wait like 30 seconds when you see the dummy before you play a card from the dummy, because and there are certain other bridge streamers whose names will go unmentioned that I played against in New Orleans, and a very similar thing happened where I got a lead from like the equivalent of King 10 fourth. And similarly, this hand to my right tanked and put in the 8. And so now, as soon as they won a trick to my left, they were sure that continuing hearts was right. And it's a potential tempo issue, which, I mean, I'm not even going to sit here and say that, oh, Michael just played a heart back at trick 2. Well, that's cute.
Yeah. He doesn't want to be on lead. So I think if they played a third round of hearts, he would have played a fourth.
Yeah. He's now exit he's going to play a club now.
Yep, he'll play a low club, win the ace of hearts, cash clubs, and exit a heart. And eventually the opponents will have to give him another trick somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely these tempo issues are a little bit of a delicate position for everyone, right? Because you're not supposed to take advantage of partner's tempo, but sometimes it's just very difficult, and you can do things to both protect your side and protect the opponents from taking advantage of the UI in some of these scenarios.
Yeah, and Kitty, to her credit, flew King of Hearts, didn't give it much thought.
Yep.
And
then switched to clubs.
Yeah, I actually feel a sudden surge of respect for Kitty's ethical chops. I've never had an issue with her at the table. I've had issues with partners of hers, but not from her. She's very ethical as a player.
Yeah, I agree. I think the same. Well, Adam didn't find the strongest defense here. I mean, pitching down to ace doubleton of diamonds now makes it difficult for the defense to collect all of their diamond tricks. Although, now that I say this, I guess technically he can throw another diamond, and then if partner switches to a low spade, he can duck this and collect. No, he doesn't.
Just Michael Rosenberg doing Michael Rosenberg things. Watch him make one, though, by the way.
He does now. There's nothing the defense can do, as long as he guesses the diamond suit. Like, if the opponents play spades, he can exit.
Well, if they play a spade to the king, let's say.
Yeah.
Now there's trouble in River City, because he's not going to unblock the queen of spades. That's lunacy.
Wait, what? Why not? Of course you unblock the queen.
What has he found out about high card points here?
Well, I'm not convinced that matters, right? But you just can't afford to get thrown in.
Well, but I mean, just let's say that they play a spade, and East plays the king.
Yep.
Okay. if you unblock and East had the ace king 10 of spades,
Mm-hmm.
and the ace and that would make the ace of diamonds wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're just going down a bunch for no reason.
No, but what do you mean going down
Diamond
a bunch
goes
for no
through
reason?
well, if you unblock the queen of spades, let's say right now they play a spade to the king. Let's
Yeah.
say, okay, let's say you decide to unblock the queen.
Yep.
Okay, well now swap the major suit aces in the two hands, or the pointed aces in the two hands, and now East just shoots a diamond through and shoots a spade, and they just have the rest of the tricks.
Right, but that's the only layout where it's bad. And I think the point being that even if East had that and you don't unblock the spade queen, then East just exits a low spade. Okay, well, this defense is going to make Declare's life very simple.
Yeah. I said Michael doing Michael things.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 7 more to Rosenthal, so the gap will be 40 tomorrow.
Yep.